Okay, now we're live. Hey everyone. Please let me know if you can hear me. Par for the course. And happy Memorial Day. We're all good with volume. Okay. So you can. How is everyone? Happy Memorial Day. This is just a little impromptu live stream in which I intend to be on for hours. Hopefully, we'll see. Because we don't have any Memorial Day plans. So we figured, let's go live. Hey, Justin Sorosa from my childhood. Now, here's the thing. You guys always want to call me mom, but Mother's Day has passed and no one got me any gifts. So, you're going to have to work on that, fix that. Thank you, BS, with no message, but I love you all the same. If there's any super chats, make sure you put your social media in it because I want to follow everyone. Let's see. Hey, Nihilistic Nachos, who says, girl, what's the tea about the Dave Rubin situation? You guys are messy. That has to be the first one. Can we ease into that? Thank you, Constantine Villas with no message. Can we ease into that? Or does it have to be the first one? Thank you. Yes, I'm glad you caught a stream. I want a P.O. box, but I don't know. Thank you, Olga, who says, hey, welcome back, Queen. Could you follow my Instagram? Yes, I can follow your Instagram, Olga. Olga, sorry. One of my close friends when I was in middle school was named Olga, by the way. So I have a special place in my heart for bitches named Olga. Divine_defined. Cute. G-find. And followed. Last time there was a bunch of people who made me follow them who weren't following me, which was a little suspect. So make sure you follow me first and I'll follow you back. Thank you, Zentavia, who says on Twitter and Instagram, love you, Zentavia. Love you too, Zentavia. But anyways, you guys, I had a really, first of all, do you guys have Memorial Day plans or is this it? This is a lot of pressure for me to entertain you for Memorial Day. Zentavia. I'm already following you, actually. Okay, so I actually had thank you, Angela, a really good weekend. You guys know with the hot mess that was my last video, I kind of wanted to disconnect for the weekend, which I did. So on Friday, Joey and I went shopping at the Grove, and then on Saturday, or no, that was Saturday actually. Then Saturday night, I went over to Jacqueline and David's place, Jacqueline Glenn and her boyfriend David, and they made us dinner, which was super nice and super grown, as opposed to us going out to clubs and stuff. I thought it was really nice to sit down in their backyard and just have a nice dinner. And then the next day I went to the ocean. I went to Malibu because I haven't been to the beach in forever and I love the beach. And it was Bella's first time at the beach. So it was just a lot of fun. So I'm just feeling good. And a lot has happened since that video with my family kind of. So I kind of wanted to run away a little bit. And I'll get into that if you guys are curious. But hey, Jasper Cook, who says, is it just Dave Rubin or is it Crowder too? Love you. Hope you saw my DM through your tough time in the week. I got so many DMs, you guys, that it was impossible to read all of them. I don't think I've ever gotten as many messages or emails over a video that I did. So I really appreciated that. And I will follow you right now, Jasper, since you put your Twitter and your super chat. I don't really want to make this like a drama stream. I just don't want to. I have absolutely nothing against Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder has been nothing but nice to me. There's no drama, for real. Thank you, Ivan Knight, who says, hey, Blaire, big fan. Hope you're doing okay. Got a new Insta account for my birthday. I'm going to be a pop star someday. Living. Ivan Knight Music is your Instagram. If you guys want me to say your Instagrams out loud, maybe you're promoting something, I'll do that too. But I'll follow you, and I hope you become the biggest pop star. But you're not following me, Ivan. But I followed you. See how nice I am? Thanks, Jordan Darius says happy late Mother's Day then. Yeah, that's the thing. It was funny on Mother's Day. I posted a story. I was like, you guys all call me mom, but I get no presents for Mother's Day. There's like thousands of you and none of you get me gifts. Thanks, moderator Marcy, who says my queen has arrived. Twitter name. Thank you, Marcy. And I'll follow you right now on Twitter. But yeah, it was really nice to go to Malibu. I had so much fun there. I like wouldn't mind living in Malibu later in life. Like I really have fallen in love with Southern California. It took me a minute, but I really fell in love with it. But I'm not so much in love with living in Hollywood. I feel like there's so many really lovely places around the LA area, like Malibu. So that might be my new goal is to move to Malibu. Wouldn't that be cool? Joey's here, by the way. Who remembers the last stream where we were grilling him on how many people he slept with? What's the number again, Joey?
I don't know, like 30?
Okay, just making sure you had the same number. You weren't lying before. It's consistent. You have the same number. Thank you, Angela Bryan, with no message. Thank you, Max Kilgore, who gave me his Instagram. I'll follow you right now, Max. Max DeCool. Let's see if Max is following me. Y'all all want me to follow. He is following me. Follow back, Max. By the way, you guys, please put in the chat if this is a good idea. I really want to cut bangs. I really want bangs, like not like straight across perfect wiggy looking doll bangs, but like bangs. So I'm going to try to move my hair a little bit in front of my face so we can get like a little idea. Obviously it's too long. I have to cut it, but like, would bangs be cute or no? Joey has this theory that all trannies look better with bangs. Would it be cute? And do we agree that all trannies look better with bangs? Why do they all look better with bangs, Joey?
That's not exactly what I said. I said they all.
That's literally what you said.
No.
That's verbatim what you said.
I said they all do bangs at some point.
You said it looks good on all of them, no matter what they look like.
No,
yes, you did.
I didn't generalize like that.
He generalized like that. So I'm thinking, okay, then if it's just that simple and that mathematical, I might as well cut bangs. So should I? Put it in the chat, please. Thank you, BS, who says, hi, Blaire, how are you? I'm actually so good. My last video was such a mess, and I kind of regret it, to be honest. Not regret it, but I guess it was just a lot to have like hundreds of thousands of people in on like family problems or whatever. And I had like a really bad moment with my grandma later that night over it, which is kind of why I led to disconnecting for the weekend. But yeah, maybe I'll get into that during this live stream. Thanks, Nargina. I recognize your name, Nargina. She says, I'm busy, so I'll miss this. I love you. See you later. Love you too. See you later. Sorry you missed it. Let's see. Thanks, Legendary Abyss, who says, when will you expose? Girl, y'all are so messy. I really don't want to get in any problems today in this live stream. Thank you, Storm Chaser 16, who says, my Instagram is this. You have changed my views and really helped me give perspective about so much I was closing myself off to politically, keeping unapologetically you. You put apologetically you. I assume you meant unapologetically. I doubt you would have said, keep being apologetically you. But thank you, and I'll follow you right now. Emily Ireland. But yeah, so you guys, I had a phone call with my grandma after that video. I just felt like I needed to talk to her because I said, listen, there's like, I did kind of a heat of the moment video and there's going to be hundreds of thousands of people watching it. And I just need to like, let you know that people are going to be knowing about this or whatever. And we had a phone call and I actually didn't even get it out in the phone call that I did a video. I just kind of talked about all of our problems. And I was really hoping that if I had a super honest conversation, more honest than ever before, that it would kind of help things, but it really didn't. My grandma ended up saying, something that's probably like the most hurtful thing any family member has ever told me, or anyone really. She said, when you have a child, I will feel nothing. I was gagged. She said that because I kind of was talking to her. I was like, you know, the further I get along in life, it's harder and harder to reconcile that my family's not going to be there for my wedding and that I'm going to have children, that I will have to either like lie to them that you don't exist or explain that you don't want anything to do with me. And she didn't respond with any kind of empathy or anything. She responded with, well, I just want to be honest. When you have a child, I won't feel anything. And I was like, Okay, this is just a toxic relationship in general. I don't even know why I felt like I afforded you the luxury or the heads up that I did a video about this. That is just a relationship I'm willing to let go of, especially because there's just so much I haven't said of like grudges they hold against me of like things I may have said when I was a teenager that were like super harmless, but to them are huge. So if you can hold a grudge over me being like an angsty teenager who never did drugs, never went to jail, never anything serious, I'm probably going to hold a grudge against you saying that when I have a child, you'll feel nothing. So I just kind of got off the phone and was like, that's just a relationship I'm letting go of at this point. And I don't really feel bad about it, I guess, to be honest. But yeah. But I really am in a better place in my video, you guys. It was a lot of closure and it actually helped talking about it. But let me get through more super chats. Thank you, Loyal Aaron, who says, I love you so much, Blaire, and gave me their @ Love you too, Aaron. Also, if you guys could specify if it's Twitter or Instagram when you put your handles in, just so I don't have to open both apps because my phone will die. I forgot to charge it. Hailstorm coming true is your handle. Damn. See, that's what I mean. It must be Twitter. Now I have to open Twitter. Hailstorm coming true. Nothing came up. I think you might have misspelled it. I'm sorry. Thank you, Jessica Grady, who says, totally do the bangs. You'll look fantastic. You already follow me on the relevant platforms. Always enjoy seeing you live. Hope to make it to one of your meetups someday. You guys have to make it to one of the meetups. Like, just so you know, our meetups are so fun. Our meetups, people have met at my meetups that literally get married. People have met at my meetups that become best friends. It's like, I don't know. I feel like my whole genre and like follower group is like kind of niche. And so when people meet up at my stuff, whether it's an event or just a regular meetup, I feel like everyone feels like bonded already. And so everyone goes into it leaving with like friends and just having a good time. So yeah, hope everyone can make it to meetups in the future. Thank you, Angelina Anaconda, who said, please collab with Shu again. Love you guys. Definitely going to happen this summer. I want to do nothing but collabs all summer, starting in like June. So soon. And obviously June is one of the people that I want to collab with. So yeah. Thank you, Bovine Spongiform Flu, who says, hi, Blaire, I wanted to say your channel has helped me realize that my prejudice against trans people were unfounded. That's awesome. It's always a good thing to hear. I love when I get those messages. Shout out to you. Thank you, Joe Cummings with no message. Thank you, Corey Guthrie with no message. Thank you, Nito Hikari. I also recognized your name, Nito Hikari. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. It says, Baka Baka Blaire Senpai. Baka, thanks for unfollowing me on Insta. Did I unfollow you on Insta? I usually only unfollow people for really good reasons. So you might have done something. Or it was a flat out accident. I don't know. Thank you, Chris Harding, who says, hey, Blaire, I love you so much. I've watched you since 2016. Could you give me a follow? Of course. And he also said, bangs would be cute. I think bangs would be cute too. I just want to switch it up. I really want to go blonde this summer as well. I know I've been saying that for like a year, but I definitely want to make it happen this year. This summer, I mean. And I really want to have bangs, like period. Let's see. Chris Harding. And followed. I wonder how much it costs to live in Malibu. You think a lot?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like an ocean town, but it wasn't, I mean, we didn't see all of Malibu, obviously, but it didn't come across as like this like super glamorous place. It was just like, you know, stuff. But I guess the ocean makes it expensive.
Yeah. It's far away from me too.
Yeah, you couldn't work at your same place. I'm talking later in life. I'm talking like later. Thank you, Doug M, who says, yes to bangs, love you bunches, come to Dallas. I really want to come to Dallas. I love Texas. Favorite place. The food is cheap. People are nice. Texas is amazing. Thank you, Ruby Fiera, who says lots of love from the UK. Love you, Ruby. Thanks, Jason Miller, who says pigtails. No. I will not do pigtails ever. I'm 25. I'm not doing pigtails. Thank you, Vaughn, who says been following you since 3,000 subscribers. Damn. That's like literally day one, because I think I got like 10K in the first like 3 days I started. So literally day one. Shout out to you. Have you thought about transhumanism and how it may change the trans community? Instagram is this. Can someone explain to me exactly? I mean, I have a decent idea what transhumanism is, but I really need it broken down to make an accurate statement of how I think it would affect trans people. I know it's has nothing to do with like changing your gender or anything, but transhumanism is like different. That's not like being an animal or anything. That's totally different. It's like actually a level-headed way of thinking. Have you ever heard of transhumanism? I think it has something to do with technology and like this idea. I'm going to sound like an idiot. Someone please tell me what it is exactly. But it's not what you think. It's not like I'm changing from a human to a chipmunk. Let's see. Valerian. I'm trying to follow you right now. And followed. Thanks, Kayla, with no message. Thanks, Queen Z, who gave me her Insta, and I'll follow you as well. Listless Panda. I feel like in another life, I would have liked to go do something today for Memorial Day, but I feel like we did so much this weekend that it's like we might as well not. I look like shit right now. I feel like my eyes are so puffy for no apparent reason. I feel like I look gross. Ew. Thank you, Luna Yuruka, who says, "Hey Blaire, do you plan on touring Australia?" I have no plans to tour Australia. That would be amazing. I know people that, for some reason, Australia really comes out for like this kind of genre of content. I know other people who have toured Australia and it's been really successful, so I probably could, but I don't know. I don't have any plans for that. Thank you, Tamimi, who says, "Can't wait to see you at Mines in New Jersey." I cannot wait to go to New Jersey for Mines. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so sad Jacqueline Glenn can't come. I was telling her at dinner on Saturday, I was like, "Why aren't you doing it?" But I know she's doing her own tour, and that's why she can't come. But last year was so much fun. Remember, Joey, when it was the worst travel experience, though, ever. We had 2 flights to in Milwaukee. It was Milwaukee. The second one got canceled. It was only an hour flight, but it was like a 3-hour drive. So we had to leave the airport after hours of waiting for this plane that would never come. Me, Jacqueline, Joey, and who was our other friend that was with us?
Oh, Dreadmere.
Dreadmere. And we had to like get an Uber to a car rental place, and then we had to rent a car and then drive 3 hours to Milwaukee, and we were all late to, there was like a party before MythCon, and we were all late to the party, and then our plane almost crashed on the way home, and I'm not even kidding. I know I say it all the time, but we literally had a plane almost go down when we were in the air. So hopefully that's not the case this time going to New Jersey. Thank you, Cody Campbell, who says, "Hope you're doing well." I am doing well. I'm doing so good. I'm in such a more positive space than I was from my last video. I hate like sympathy, and like I don't want anyone to think I'm like going through it right now, because if anything, I was going through it before I talked about it, because talking about stuff just makes it easier, and having that kind of like heated but like honest conversation with my grandma, I was like closure, and so I can like move on now, truly. Ultimate Bonzer. Let's see. Your handle didn't come up. Let me type it again. I'm sorry. Yeah, it didn't come up. I think you might have put a typo. I'm sorry. Thank you, Symphony, who says, "I really enjoy hearing your viewpoint on things. My Instagram is Gator Gauge if you want to follow." I do want to follow you. Gator. You know who else I want to collab with, you guys? I know everyone is like hating her recently, but I really want to collab with Trisha Paytas. Like that's like a goal for this summer. And we're not even friends. We've just DM'd a few times. We're not even friends. So it might be kind of weird to be like, let's collab. Because I feel like collab should always be like with your actual friends and when it makes sense. But I really think it would make sense to collab with her. I really think that regardless of not really being friends with her, it would make sense and we'd be friends instantly. Let's see. Thank you, Ruby Riding Hood. Love you. Who says much love to you. Thank you, Gabriella LaBeouf, who says, "Here's my Instagram. Will you unfollow?" Will I unfollow? Let me see. Am I following you or is that with a typo? Gabriella LaBeouf. I'm not following you, so I assume that was a typo. I did follow you. But if you want me to unfollow, I will too, I guess. If you want to do a super chat for me to unfollow, let me know. Let's see. Thank you, Phantom Celebi, who says Twitter and Instagram is Phantom Celebi. Living. Does anyone else, by the way, is anyone else really excited for? Did anyone play Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee? I thought those were amazing games. I feel like people hate on them, but I thought they were amazing, and I'm super excited for Let's Go Johto or whatever they do because Gen 2 is my favorite Pokemon gen, and I cannot wait. Let's see, Phantom. Sorry, your name reminded me of Pokemon. Phantom Celebi. Followed. And you weren't following me, Phantom Celebi, so please follow me back. I'm following a bunch of people who don't follow me. Thank you, Lauren Nico, with no message. Thank you, Declan Gray, who says, can we see more of your cat? I'm actually adopting 2 cats today. Siamese, I named Nilla, and a tuxedo, I named Betty Boop. That's adorable. What do you think? I think the names are beautiful. It's amazing. Yeah, everyone says that we don't give Angela enough love because Bella has like her own Instagram account. And yeah, but Angelo is just, he's very social, but he's also just so laid back that he's not always like begging for attention like Bella is. So, by the way, I said this in the last live stream, but Bella has been so terrible lately. Bella literally has been chewing up wires, and she's never chewed up wires in her life. She's been pooping in the house again when we had her potty trained, and I don't understand why. I'm assuming it's because she's not fixed yet, and she is a year now, so she should be fixed, but does anyone know why? Is that why? It's because she's not fixed? It's upsetting. But let me follow you back, Declan. Sorry. Deck Shep. Sorry, that was my typo. I was about to tell you had a typo. It's not coming up. I think you had a typo. I'm so sorry. Deck Shep didn't come up. Thank you, Jason Miller, who says thank you for bearing yourself and being so authentic. Thank you, Jason. Yeah. Thanks, Pep Pap, with no message. Thank you, Cat Talks, who says I'm just with my newborn watching. Congratulations on your newborn. That's amazing. And hi, little baby. Let's see. Budgie Cookie is her handle. Or his handle, sorry. Budgie Cookie. This one's not coming up either, unless that's your Twitter. I'll look on Twitter. Budgie Cookie. There we go. Followed. Thank you, Dose of Fish, with no message. Thank you, Zach, who says, my grandma just passed away yesterday, so it hits home when you mentioned your great-grandma. You have inspired me to be so vocal about my views. Love you. Love you, Zach. I'm so sorry to hear about your grandma. That's tragic. I'm truly, like, I'm sorry. All the best to you and your family. Thank you, Chaos Eve. Hey, Chaos. I met you at MythCon. She says, hey, Blaire, you already follow me. I just want to say hi and love you, sister. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, too. Are you going to this year's MythCon? I know it's not called technically MythCon, but it's the Minds thing. Are you coming? Thank you, Katie, who says, how are you feeling since the last video? Feeling very great, like I said, feeling very positive, feeling like it was good to purge, you know what I'm saying? I've kind of just come to a place where I accept what it is, and I had to talk about it. But the idea that hundreds of thousands of people are now like in the know on my family stuff is kind of unnerving a little bit, like not unnerving, but it's very personal. So it was kind of crazy. But yeah. Thank you, Darth Gabble, who says, all hail Queen Blaire. Love you. Darth Gabble is your handle. Let me follow you. Maybe it's one word. Let's see. I'm going to follow this person, assuming this is you, and I hope it is. Thank you, Grayson Smith. Where are you going? Okay. Thank you, Grayson Smith. He says, love you, Blaire. My Instagram is Grace Noops. Love you too. Thank you for putting what it is so I don't have to open all my apps and look for you. Shout out to you. Thank you, Gabriella LaBeouf, who sent no message this time. Thank you, Sabrina, with no message. And let me refresh. Yeah. living. I just feel good. I feel like this weekend was what I really needed. I really wasn't on social media much. I didn't work. I didn't look at emails really. The ocean was great. Jacqueline's dinner was great. Yeah, I feel good. Thank you, Olga, again, who says, hey, Blaire, could you say hello to your Texas fans? P.S. My boyfriend says hi too. Hi, Olga's boyfriend, and hello, Texas. I love Texas. Favorite state ever. Favorite place to visit. I got all my plastic surgery in Texas. Love Texas. Thank you, Danny, who says, hey, Blaire, check out my photography. Let me know what you think. Would love to work with you someday. That'd be awesome. Always looking for photographers. There's always a need for photographers. Let's see. Dibna Photography. Dibna Photography. You're not following me, but I followed you. Y'all really got to follow me if you want me to follow you. Thank you, Phantom Celebi, who says I use Twitter more. That's why. Oh, okay. New York City misses you. Here's the thing about New York City. I was in and out. Like I was not there for a long time. I did the event that we had in March or whatever, and I was kind of in and out. So I didn't really experience New York City. I didn't get to go to any of the touristy stuff. I didn't get to really explore much beyond like a few blocks around my hotel room with Joey and Joey's mom. So I'd love to go back and just really experience it. Yeah, because I don't really know what to think of New York yet. I wasn't amazed. It was a little crowded. I think I prefer LA because, well, not LA. I don't like downtown LA. I like Hollywood because it feels like a town rather than a city. There's nature, like Runyon Canyon, and it's just smaller. New York City was just like so big for me and so crowded. I don't know. But I'm willing to give another try because I was in and out, like I said. Thank you, moderator Marcy, who says, here to thank you for following me on Twitter. Your videos helped me with depression. Wanted to know if you and Theron Meyer are still friends. Also, are you still mad at Candace Owens from last year? Clearly, me and Candace are not friends. Theron is still a friend. We haven't really talked lately, but it's not because there's anything wrong. It's just because she's doing her thing, I'm doing mine. Yeah, and Theron is still awesome. Thank you, Ashley Keel, who says, thank you for helping me back to political neutrality. Shout out to my Instagram. She wants me to shout out her Instagram. Shout out Ashley Keel Photography on Instagram. And you're welcome. I'm glad I could do that for you. Let me follow you right now. Ashley Keel Photography. I always say this, but I really wish I could play music during live streams. It's like, I want music. Thank you. Hi, I'm Equinox, who says, hey, Blaire, do you still play League of Legends? I do not play League of Legends really anymore. I go in and out of games, so I'm sure 6 months from now I'll be playing again, but I'm not playing it right now. But it was fun playing with you guys while I played. Thank you, Darth Gabble, who says, hail Queen Blaire. I feel like you missed my previous super chats. I didn't. It just takes me time to get to them because I remember answering your super chat. But love you, Darth Gabble. That's the other thing, you guys. If you think I'm not getting to you, trust me, I'm going to get to you. I just am sifting through all of them. I have my thing, and I'm going to get to everyone. Thank you. Hi there, who says, love you, Blaire. My Instagram is Stroll Berart. Hi there. Hi there is your name. I will follow you right now and love you too. Stowe Berart. Bam, followed. By the way, I've seen a few people ask if I'm doing a VidCon this year. No, I'm not doing VidCon. I just feel like I don't want to support a convention that doesn't support me and other people within my content genre. We bring a lot of business collectively to VidCon. There's a lot of people that go to VidCon and buy those $100 tickets, $150 tickets just to meet us and to meet me. And, you know, they refuse to recognize me, which is fine. I'm not entitled. They don't need to put me on a panel or give me a pass or anything like that. But I am making them, in some cases, thousands of dollars by people buying those tickets to come and see me at VidCon. So you think they'd give me a free pass. But instead I have to pay $200 for my own creator pass, and I don't get to do any of the stuff. And there are trans creators with 400 subscribers that get to go on panels. Not that I'm better because I have more, but I've clearly been on this platform for a few years. And it'd be nice to be recognized. So I am not going to do VidCon. If enough people who follow me are in town for VidCon and still want to do some type of meetup, maybe let me know. But I'm not doing VidCon. I don't think people like June and Greg are doing it this year either. Maybe they are, I don't know. But I think last time we talked, they're not. It's just crappy. I'm thinking about maybe doing Playlist Live or something different, but VidCon is just, it has its head up its ass and it's not that fun. You just walk around and it's really hot and they don't respect me at all. So why would I give them money? I don't know. For me, I just was feeling a little bitter seeing all these other trans creators who maybe just started YouTube or maybe only have a few hundred subscribers or a few thousand subscribers, and they get to do like the press junkets and they get to do the panels and they get to do all this stuff that I feel like would be really cool if I could do it and not just be forced to like walk around aimlessly for hours in the heat. You know what I mean? So a little bit over VidCon, at least for now. Anyways, thank you. It's a Trab who says love from Holland. Shout out to Holland. And you gave me your Instagram and I'll follow you right now. Is anyone in the chat going to VidCon? Like, let me know. Bart Dev _ Insta. Oh, it's not coming up. I think you might have put a typo. I'm sorry. Thank you, David, who says, hey, Blaire, I've been a lurker for a while, but I really like your content and just stay who you are. I love you. Love you too, David. I love lurkers. Well, it sounds weird, but I like when people are like, hey, I haven't commented ever, but I followed you for 2 years. If you've never commented ever, just comment now. Thank you, Moritz Strip Matter, who says, hi, Blaire, love what you're doing. I have 2 questions. Do you plan to visit Germany anytime soon? What are your thoughts on PewDiePie as the biggest or not YouTuber? I personally like PewDiePie. And I don't know. What are my thoughts on if someone wants to pass him up? I don't really have thoughts. I just like PewDiePie. So congrats to him if he holds on to the crown or not. But regardless, he's iconic, you know. Do I have plans to visit Germany anytime soon? I do not have any plans to visit Germany. I would love to, but I don't have any plans. Let me follow you. Matter. And followed. Thank you, Triggered AF, who says, love you so much. Here is my Insta. Love you too. Nayum _ J. There you go. Found you. Followed. Thank you, Skull Rotter, who says, what's the weirdest thing you do? Oh my God. We have to have Joey in for that. Joey! What's the weirdest thing I do? Oh, I talk in my sleep. I talk in my sleep a lot, apparently. It's a lot, right? Yeah. I hate that. I would not want to sleep with me. What do I say? Weird stuff. Weird stuff? Ladders. Ladders? Yeah. Apparently, I talk in my sleep and I talk about ladders. So that's probably the weirdest thing, girl. I think it's genetic because my mom talked in her sleep and I used to always notice it when I was growing up and I'd be like, oh, what a freak. Like, I hate that. Like, that's scary. And now I talk in my sleep. Thank you, Jade, who says, finally caught a live stream. Yay, Jade. She says, just started my Instagram fresh after getting hacked, so it'd be awesome to get a follow. Also, any chance you'd go back to Chico for a meet and greet? Oh my God, a meet and greet in Chico? Wouldn't that be a trip, Joey? Joey? What? Wouldn't that be a trip if I did a meet and greet in Chico? That'd be cool. Like, what? Followed. Probably not. I don't think I have enough people in Chico that would want to come out. But I am going back to Chico this summer to visit. So I will be back in Chico, California. Thank you, Leighton's Gal, who says, hey, Blaire, wondering if you might think of coming to Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, I would love to come. Here's the thing about y'all. Y'all ask me if I'd love to go places, and I so appreciate the suggestions. Like, book me. You know what I mean? Because I have to have a reason to go. So if you are the head of an organization in college, or you have a venue, or you have an event, book me, email me, and then I can go. Because I would love to go to all these places, but I have to be booked because I don't want to just go and like wander the streets and, you know, you have to book me. And your Instagram, Leighton's Gal, I'll follow you right now. Book me, book me, book me. Let's see. First testosterone shot on Thursday, Blaire, this week. Awesome. Congratulations. Here's the thing about testosterone. It's no joke. And trans guys, I feel like most of the time you can never even tell they're trans because testosterone is so powerful that it could make the most womanly woman look completely like a man. A little bit jealous of how easy you guys seem to have it in terms of that. But it's a catch-22 because I feel like trans women have it easier surgery-wise. I've heard, maybe I'm wrong, maybe the science is different, but I've heard it's easier to go from male to female surgery-wise with down there than it is the other way around. But as far as hormones, they take a way stronger effect on you guys. So it's like the other way around. So I'd rather have it easier surgery-wise, to be honest. So I'm pretty okay with that. But let me follow you. Sorry. Denazi. And followed. Thank you, David Speth with no message. Thank you, Captain 13, who says, hey, Blaire, I love your videos. Come to Las Vegas. I was about to be so fake. Oh, no, I was going to say that. I don't like Vegas. It's no shade if you live in Vegas. I'm sure that there's probably some, of the suburbs that are cool or whatever. Maybe I'm missing something. But I had the most miserable time in Vegas last year. Can I just tell you? I went to Vegas for the first time last summer with Eden and some other people, and it was like the worst experience. We had like our windows bashed out. We had, like, I'm not even kidding. We were in a parking garage of a hotel, and someone decided to go bash windows of hundreds of cars. And one of them was ours, like on the third floor of the parking structure or whatever. Like some like hood rat decided to ruin people's day, month, year by like doing that. And then it was just so hot. Everyone was just so drunk and seedy. I just felt like it was not for me, like at all. And I had spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars to look good for that trip because I thought we were doing pictures. I had a new spray tan, so that's like $35. I had new nails, $100. Had eyelash extensions, $350. New extensions, another $350. Because I was like, we're gonna take really good pictures. It's gonna be our Vegas trip. And the first thing we do is I get pushed in the pool. And instantly all of those things are ruined. And I break off a nail when I get pushed in the pool because I'm grabbing onto the person who pushed me. So my spray tan was ruined, my eyelash extensions were ruined, my hair was ruined, and I lost hundreds of dollars in one fell swoop. So the rest of my trip was not good, but I'm ranting. But yeah, Vegas, I'm not in for Vegas. Thank you, Michael Owens, who says yes to bangs, love you. Thank you, I'm gonna follow you right now. I definitely wanna do bangs. Let me see how it looks again really quick. The trans cowboy followed. Let's see. If this bitch had bangs. Oh, that was close. Let's see if I had bangs. I mean, it's hard to tell because my hair is so like long, but I feel like it looked good. I don't know. But then watch me like instantly regret it, bitch. Thank you, Ruby Fiera, who says, I need to assimilate your no BS attitude. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you, Kevin Miller, who says, did anyone in your family ever explain why they won't have a relationship with you for being trans? Why can't they just agree to disagree? That's the thing is there never was a rational answer, other than them just being shitty people. Like they can't cite that they have some sort of religious thing going on, which would still be shitty in my opinion. They can't, there's just nothing. They just don't want to see me, and they don't want to see me living my life as myself. And I don't hate them. Let me just say that, except for one of them. I am totally fine letting go of them because they're all so toxic. But I don't hate them because I don't harbor that. But I do hate my uncle because my uncle's gay, And you would think there'd be some sort of like maybe mini alliance between my uncle and myself, or he'd be a little more understanding. You know what I mean? But that's not the case. And so for me, I'm like, you're spineless. You're spineless to allow your other family member going through something so similar. You know, I don't get him. He gets to show up to all the family reunions with his Asian boyfriend and his 2 little wiener dogs. and I can't even get an invite. So I'm like, damn. That's how real it is? Okay. So fuck him. And his bald ass. He went bald at like 19, by the way. That's karma. That's the universe knowing he was gonna be shitty later. That was like preemptive karma. Anyways, sorry, I'm gonna get through. Thank you, Chayod666. Ooh, that is the devil, but shout out to you. It's a very big super chat. Thank you so much. Says, just love you and all you do is all. Thank you. Love you too. Thank you, Serena Summer, who says, I have the same kind of relationship with my dad's side of the family, and it hurts to not get accepted by your family. And unfortunately, that pain will never go away, but you can always grow from it. That's my thing. I'm in a place where I'm growing from it. I know that I was like such a mess in the video that it might seem like I'm like wallowing in it or whatever. And for a time I did, but I'm so over that. I feel like, and this is one thing that we said at dinner with Jacqueline and David, because we were kind of all going back and forth talking about our family problems or whatever. And one of the things, and they're talking about maybe things that they weren't the happiest with their family and the generation above them. And they said, well, here's the thing. We're all here sitting at this table with the opportunity to change things from here on out, to have a family that encompasses unconditional love and empathy now. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, I have to start it at this level, and it doesn't just come naturally, at least from my dad's side, but I'm starting it now. So you know, however big my future family grows, I'll always be empathetic and unconditional with my caring for them. And, you have to do it yourself sometimes is what I'm trying to say. So, oh yeah, an update, by the way, I didn't tell you guys. My grandma actually texted me Saturday night. And she said, sorry for saying that she'll feel nothing when I have a child. And I'm just contemplating how to even respond to it, because there's just so much backstory, and like, do I forgive or do I hold a grudge? I feel like there's such a stigma against holding a grudge. People say like you're a bad person if you hold a grudge, but it's like they've held so many grudges against me for like the smallest things. And I don't know, maybe I make excuses to hold a grudge. But I guess it's just the knowledge that even if she's sorry for saying that one thing, that doesn't make anything else better. And like, I'm just not over her saying that to me, because she just said it a few days ago and it was so messed up. I was like, ew, who says that to anyone for like anything? I'll feel nothing when you have a child. Like, even if I had a friend or like someone who's not related to me, I wouldn't say that. Like, that's crazy. But anyways. Let's see. Thank you, Sean Wilson. I'm getting a lot of messages right now. Is something happening? Okay, no, just messages. Thank you, Sean Wilson, who says, come visit us in Florida. Bring the bangs, homie. Hit a brother back on Instagram. I will bring the bangs. I'll bring the boom boom bang. Alpha _ Sean. You just laugh at me. You just laugh at me. You're joking. Thank you, Annabelle Kimura, who says, stay beautiful, queen. Love you. Love you too, Annabelle. I will follow you. And you look gorgeous in your picture if that's you. Unless you're a catfish. Annabelle Mary. Fun fact, Annabelle is Bella's full name, my dog. And when I'm mad at her, I call her Annabelle. Like when she sits in the house out of nowhere, like she should not be doing, Annabelle. Thank you, Cat Talks. She says, hello, I'm with my newborn. She's 8 weeks old. My mom isn't in my life and my dad passed away as well. Love you. That's awful. I'm so sorry. That's the other thing is that I'm going to follow you right now, first of all. That's the other thing is like, I said it in the video. I was like, it's not even really a trans specific thing. It's like so many people have reached out this weekend since I posted that video messaging me like that they can relate because other factors, and it just sucks. It just sucks, but I'm moving onward and upward for sure. Oh, I already followed you actually, Cat Talks. Thank you, Nick, who says, question. I'm overweight and I want to begin to transition, but obviously want to be thin and pretty. Should I lose weight before or after, or at the beginning of my transition? I think it's never a mistake to start a healthy lifestyle. So regardless of your transition, you should probably do that if you're overweight and it's something you want to change. And you should change it if you're overweight to the point where it's unhealthy. I will say this, a lot of trans girls think that it's very important to be very skinny, and they equate that with being very feminine and will help them pass. And it's actually not the truth. I always say fat is fish. Fish is a term used by trans women, meaning like fish is passable or feminine or girly or whatever. Like women are not usually, I mean, some are and they're beautiful as well, but most women have a little bit of a layer of fat on them. And it's not that it makes them fat or makes them overweight, but in my opinion, usually when trans girls are a little thicker, no shade, they actually do tend to pass better. I currently am trying to lose a lot of weight because I want to see what my body will look like if I am very skinny, because I have not seen my body post-transition very, very skinny yet. So we'll see if I look crazy, but I'm saying don't stress out too much about wanting to lose a bunch of weight, because women usually are like a little thicker and it's fine and it looks beautiful. So yeah, don't stress out about it. But if you're overweight, maybe lose like some weight. Let's see. Thank you, Brie Rolls Okay, who says collab with Calvin Garrett. Absolutely going to happen. No ifs, ands, or buts. We're just on opposite sides of the country, so it's just a matter of when we can do it. But trust me, we both want to, for sure. I always say Calvin is like the trans guy version of me. Like he's me if I was a trans guy. I mean, we have some differences, obviously, but let's see. Thank you, Michaela Smith, who says, please come to Michigan. I love you so much. And yes to the bangs. I'd go back to Michigan. I think it'd be interesting. I thought Michigan was beautiful when I lived there in the summer. In the winter, I couldn't handle it. It was like digging out of your home because there's just snow, digging to get into your car. What? It was the biggest shock when I moved to Michigan in the winter. I moved there in January when I was like 19 or 20 years old. It was the biggest shock. I was like, okay, so clearly everything's closed down, right? Like restaurants, schools, work. Like, how does anyone do anything in Michigan with the snow like this? But no, everything keeps running. But even if it like drizzles here, like things close in LA and people start driving crazy, like, so it's very different. People handle a lot as far as weather in Michigan. Thank you, Specimen Zero. It says, love you, babe, but I can't stay. Have a good one. Have a good one. Love you too. Thank you, Seraphim, who says, love you so much. I've been going through some tough times and rewatching your videos makes me feel loads better. I'm glad. That makes me happy. And I'm sorry you're going through a hard time, but I will follow you right now if that helps anything. So your Instagram is sorry, Sarifum. Oh, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Ew, I had like a lesbian moment. You're gorgeous. Thank you, Anime Horror Doll, who says, I'm broke, but I love you. Love you too. I'm sorry you're broke. Sorry. I don't know what to say to that. I'm sorry. And your Instagram. She gave me her Instagram. That was really weird of me to say. Sorry, bro. This felt like something I should say sorry for. Let's see. Anime_horror doll. And followed. Thanks, KDP, who says your meetups causes marriage. You need to get to Connecticut ASAP. Help a girl out. Help a girl out. It's true. There was this couple that met at one of my fan meetups and they got fucking married. And there's another couple that met in a live stream. By the way, to everyone in the live stream, met in the live stream. And they got married. Isn't that crazy? Girl. Thanks, Alex, who says update on fertility and your tattoo removal. Yes, so I'm currently in the process of getting this removed. It's hard to tell that it's even made progress on webcam because it's lower quality, but it is starting to fade. The color is leaving in the middle. I had no idea how intense laser tattoo removal is. It was the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life, just so everyone knows. And y'all know I have done a lot of things that have caused pain for beauty. I have had my head ripped open and sawed down, and I've had breast implants, and I've had filler, and I've had lips done and all that. Nothing compares to laser hair removal. The pain was insane. It was next level. But luckily it's so small, it didn't last long. Like, it was a quick session. I couldn't imagine if I had like a big chest piece or a back tattoo or even like just a bigger arm piece. Like, oh my God, it's so horrible. And the healing is gnarly. It's still scabbed up after like a month. I got this done a month ago and there's still a scab. Like, that's how severe the wound is that it causes. And it'll take probably like 6 or 7 sessions for me to have it faded. I'm not trying to get it completely taken away. I just want to get it lightened to the point where I can cover it with something, because if I go in until there's like literally nothing there and it's just the color of my skin, that'll be so many sessions, so much pain, and so much money. And I'm just, ugh. I got a Groupon, but I still ended up paying like $100 for the session, and it would have been like 400. Like, girl. Let's see. Thank you, Kaylee, who says, come to Kansas someday. Love you. I'd love to go to Kansas. Again, y'all need to book me because I can't just come. So get in touch with your school and the groups on campus or venues or whatever and book your bitch, and I'll come. Otherwise, I guess maybe I'll visit Kansas someday, but I don't know anyone there. Kaylee. Let me follow you. Drew Cook. What's so funny?
She pulled out Eden's extensions out, and Eden was crying, and Eden kissed Joey.
Wait, what? Is this some kind of fan fiction?
I don't know. I just look up and see that.
Someone just made a fan fiction of me beating up Eden and then her kissing Joey?
I don't know.
That didn't happen. Maybe almost the first one, but just kidding. I didn't almost beat up Eden though. Anyways. Thank you, Winter Evans, who says, go blonde with bangs. Go blonde with bangs, she says. I would love to go blonde with bangs. I think that'd be so fierce and such a different, I look like a different person, but I'm down to try it. Your name is beautiful, by the way. I've always thought the name Winter is so next level gorgeous. Followed. Thanks, Stanley Jones, who says, can also confirm, was drunk at the last Virginia meetup. Yeah, everyone comes and gets drunk. At the Virginia meetup, we always do it in the mall right next to the TGI Friday. So we're all getting drinks, and it's just a really good time. The last turnout was crazy of the Virginia meetup. There was like 120 people there, and I was so sure we were going to get shut down. But the mall people just like let it happen. They're like, this is fine. Just shut up the whole top level, shut it down. It's fine. Thank you, Ruby Fiera, who says your strength is inspiring. Thank you, Ruby. I love that name as well, too. I used to have a dog named Ruby. She had the most tragic death. Oh my God. I'm going to cry thinking about Ruby, my dog. I'll tell you guys, hold on. Ruby Fiera. Followed. You're beautiful, by the way. So my dog, Ruby, I had her from the time I was like in 5th grade to maybe I was 18. And girl, it's so sad. Okay, so around the neighborhood, there was like a stray cat problem, I guess. There's like a ton of stray cats in the neighborhood at the time that she died. And some asshole, some complete piece of shit, some complete loser put out poison for all these cats, taking no mind that it would affect people's pets around. You know what I mean? Like, but there's so many better ways to handle cats in the neighborhood than poisoning them. But Ruby got out of the gate at my house. It was my parents' house, and she got into the poison. And I was out on a date at the time, and I came back from the date. He dropped me off in front of the house, and I saw that the gate was open. She had gotten the gate opened, and I was like, oh my God, the dogs. And luckily, my one dog was still in the gate, Buddy, but Ruby had gotten out, and we eventually found her or whatever. And we went to bed thinking everything was fine. And then I woke up the next morning, and I went outside to go like see her. and she started walking from the shed to me, and she tripped and she fell down, like she fell onto the ground, and then she stood up and then she tripped, and I was like, why is my dog falling over like she's on drugs or something? It was because she was poisoned. So she had like a slow, painful death. We rushed her to the vet as soon as we saw what was happening. And I think they told us at first she'd live, but then she died. Do not put out poison for stray cats. Call animal control. Don't poison the damn cats because you're poisoning the dogs too, bitch. Anyways. Thank you. So depressing. Thank you, Graystar Reborn. It says, don't listen to your grandma. I've cut off 90% of my family and it was the best decision ever. Do what's healthy for you and those you love. Be safe. Absolutely. They're getting cut off. They're all toxic. So I agree with that. Thank you, BS, who says, please notice me, Blaire Senpai. By the way, in my opinion, you look cute either way, bangs or not. This super chat was for $1,150, but it's like a different currency, so I don't know how much that adds up to, but I appreciate you regardless. Love you so much. I wonder how much that adds up to. What's RUB currency? Thank you, Dose of Dish, Onance, with no message. Thank you, Belvita. Isn't that like a macaroni and cheese? Belvita 26 says you look beautiful. Thank you, Belvita. I'll follow you right now. Oh, Bella Vita. Sorry. Of course. Now I want macaroni and cheese. But I'm actually fasting today, so I'm not eating till tomorrow. Which is tragic. Thank you, Jade Gang, who says, I show people your videos when I come out to them as trans to assure them I'm not a crazy SJW. Thank you for being so strong. I'm a model, aspiring tattoo artist. Please follow me. That's amazing. And thank you for showing my videos to people. I kind of get that a lot, actually, people who say that, you know, they're coming out as trans, so they show their parents my videos or something, and it helps it, makes it more like normal or whatever. So I'm glad I could do that. Oh, you're adorable. I love your wig. Let's see. Thank you, Skull Rotter, who says, I love your eyeliner. Thank you. It's very uneven today. I totally messed up. Thank you, Nolan Cook, who says, hi, Blaire. My Insta is Nolan Cook. Hi, Nolan Cook. I'll follow you. And followed. Thank you, Dino Man, who says, do you ever want to visit Norway? I would like to visit Norway. I actually filmed a TV show that aired in Norway like last year. So I'd love to visit. Thank you, Nikki Lloyd, who says, love you. I found your channel when you only had a handful of videos, and I'm so glad I did. My Instagram is this. It's a mental health and divorce blog. That's awesome. Need the mental health part. Thank you for being around for so long. That's awesome. I'm very proud of my retention rate of supporters. I feel like there's so many people that have followed me from literally day one, and I hear from them all the time, and I think that's really cool. Because I feel like you guys like, y'all have seen me change so much in so many ways. Thank you, Kylie Shore with no message. Thank you, Ida, who says, have you heard any Swedish? How does it sound? I've heard, yeah, sounds Swedish. Wait, I don't know. Sounds fine. Thank you, Nihilistic Nachos, who says, spill the Reuben tea. Shout out to you, Nihilistic Nachos. Thank you, Loyal Aaron, who says, I love you so much. Thank you, Aaron, and I'll follow you right now. Wait, that's the person I tried to find. I actually followed that already. Okay, I went too far. Refresh time. Thank you, Armani Jones, who says, I'm drunk as fuck watching you right now. Shout out to you, Armani. How drunk? How drunk? Alcohol's so overrated to me. Oh my God. I drank at dinner at Jacqueline and David's house and it was fine because it was just like wine. But like, I'm just like so over going out to bars and clubs and like, I'm just like moving past that, like, period in my life. Thank you, Natalia Danielle, who says, love you. My Instagram is BatBite Cosplay. Love you, BatBite Cosplay. And wait, I followed the wrong person. BatBite bite.cosplay. Okay, I followed you, but you're not following me. Thank you, Tyler Knox. This is my Instagram is Slasher of Darkness. What is your favorite shade of lipstick? I actually am over lipstick. I have not been wearing lipstick lately. I've been wearing lip gloss. And I like the Too Faced lip glosses. I think I wear the clear one right now. I just like having like shiny lips, but I feel like the color kind of makes me look a little like too much. I feel like I do so much with my eye makeup that I probably shouldn't do as much with my lips. Thanks, Jess Brenda, who says, well, what's the story with Eden? I keep seeing comments about it. I swear to God, y'all will just load me with comments until you know like every single detail. What should I say about it, Joey? What can I say about it that is not too messy, that will satisfy everyone's curiosity, and will allow me to move on from you guys spamming the questions? I have 2 super chats. What happened with Eden? Another one from Troy Dal Santo. How much can I say?
Just say you're like 2 different people.
That's what I said last time, though. And they're still asking. Last time I said we're just 2 different people, different ideas of what friendship is, very different people.
I think people are used to
people are used to people
things in a messy way.
Yeah, people are used to me just like completely spilling and just like going off, which I don't really want to do because I don't want to have. It's just like I've moved on from really caring about that person or that situation. It's just I'm over it. 2 different people, different ideas of what friendship is. Not compatible. It's kind of like if you're dating a guy. That's what friendships really are. It's like you date your friends. Like you have relationships with your friends too. And if it doesn't work out, sometimes it's just you're not compatible. And that was kind of the case. So yeah, I don't really know what else I could say that's not really being specific about super personal things that I probably shouldn't say. How about this? If I get a super chat for $1,000, I will give every gritty detail and not feel bad about it. So it's up to you guys. If you want to do $1,000 super chat, I will go in on anyone really. Anyways, thank you, Cindy York, who says, I love you, Blaire. Love you too, Cindy. Thank you, Cheyenne, who says, can't talk. Chase Ross mentioning you has brought me to you a couple years ago and you changed my life. Has he mentioned me? It was my understanding that he was like scared to say my name. I'm following you right now, but that's funny. Sundance Kid. Okay. Followed. Thank you, Alec, who says, hey, I've been subbed to you since the beginning. Thank you for being a huge inspiration to me. I don't have many friends in the LGBT community because of my conservative beliefs, despite being gay. Love you. I can relate to that. I can relate to that. So that's what a lot of my supporters have that same experience. Whenever I do live events and it gets to like the question and answer portion of the event, am I right, Joey? Like every question is like people just being like, how do I be honest about my opinions without losing friends?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do I get my friends to accept my opinion? Like that is the biggest question I get asked. Almost every question is like that. It's like at the last one, every single one was, how do I fit in the LGBT community and not think like every single person in the LGBT community? So just know there's a lot of people who feel the same. So Alec, try to find follow. Message deleted, no name. Thank you, Jordan Dare, who says, my mother disowned me after getting out of the ER because I wouldn't let her abuse and manipulate me, even though I've done so much like bailing her out of jail. So I get it in a way. That's fucked up. I wouldn't even know how to handle it if it was my mom being like this, because I thank God that my mom is like supportive and normal, and I'm so sorry. Thank you, Aja for 44, who says, you don't have to read this out loud, too late, but big love from a gay Muslim gal. And you gave me your Twitter. Love you too. And let me find your Twitter. Let's see. Pillow CVSE. And followed. Thank you, Ugly Duckling, who says, hi, Blaire. I'm on the left when it comes to politics, but your last video really changed my perspective on you. Please come to Florida to visit us. Thank you. One thing I've really liked to always do on my channel is like, obviously, my channel is primarily political, social issues, all that. But I like to throw in my personal videos because I feel like it just lets you guys know I'm a real person. Like, I'm not super attracted to content creators who like only do politics and only ever talk about, you know, like all these things that at some point you kind of need a break from talking about. So I'd like to do personal as well. So if you want to see more of like my personal stuff, I would just scroll through my channel because I have done quite a few personal videos. Thank you, Kevin Freeman, who says Instagram is this. Any thoughts on muscles and bodybuilding? Thoughts of what kind? Like, I am not into bodybuilding myself. Kevorama _ And you're not following me. You should follow me. Thoughts on muscles and bodybuilding. I think it's awesome if you can achieve it. Love that. Thank you, moderator Marcy, who says, I'm going to miss thick Blaire. I'm not going to miss thick Blaire. I was so insecure. I felt like every dress I put on, I wanted to like kill myself. It's just, I would not miss thick Blaire. Will you miss thick Blaire, Joey?
Press F.
Press F?
For thick Blaire.
Press F to pay respects to thick Blaire. Joey likes girls very, 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 very skinny.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
no, I
do.
Don't.
You make jokes about how if you don't feel the rib cage, it's like you make jokes all the time.
I don't talk like that.
No, here's actually the joke Joey made. Joey said one time to me, he said it a million times. He said, you said something like I'd bang a skeleton if it weren't so fat or something. That's what you said.
I have said that, but it's funny.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you like really skinny girl. That's what you're into.
Ew, I don't know. I'm into whatever you are.
Well, I know that. You have to accept even if I get fat as fuck, you have to love me.
Hell yeah, I would.
But your preference is very, very skinny.
I've gravitated towards that.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm
glad you're admitting it now after 3 minutes of me trying to convince you of your own preference. Okay, anyways. Thank you, Ashley, who says, that reminds me of my family's dog. We call him Andy normally, but when he's acting up, he's Andrew. She also said, what's your favorite color? Probably like, I don't have a favorite color. Who has a favorite color? I like I mean, clearly, as per my YouTube banners and my pictures on my Instagram, I like red, white, and blue. I'm not even kidding. And I like pink. So on my Instagram feed, I'll show you what I mean. I like having pink and red, white, and blue, like always on my feed. So like this picture is red, white, and blue. And then I have like pink and red, white, and blue in the picture. See like pink, red, white, and blue. I like that. I don't really have a favorite color per se. That's kind of like my theme is like pink, red, white, and blue. Which don't go together, but I'd make it go together. Thank you, Gabe, who says, I was talking to my dad about your family experience. He fully supports you. That's sweet. Shout out to your dad. And I'll follow you right now. Let's see. Bye. Gaby. Thank you, Tyler Knox, says my Instagram is Slasher of Darkness. Scary. I already follow you, actually. Do you think it might be a political thing that your family disowned you? No, not at all. My family on my dad's side, which is the side that disowned me, is yeah, it's not about that. It literally is just about, I was told flat out that it's about being trans. So it's not even speculation. It's not me being like, is it because of this? You know, it was literally, they told me, so. Thank you, Thomas Hunter, who says, you said that you hiked a lot to lose all that weight. Did this influence any love for hiking in you? Coming from a lover of backpacking, I'd love to hear. You also give me your Instagram. Well, here's the thing. Honestly, I burnt out on working out. If you watched my workout video on my second channel, Blaire Black, which you should subscribe to that as well, everyone, you would see how intense my routine was when I was working out, and it got unrealistic. It really did. So what I switched to was intermittent fasting. And that actually has had me losing more weight doing intermittent fasting. So I really like that. Yeah, the working out, you know, hours and hours and hours every day, it got too much. I felt like I was just becoming like a monster, and I wanted to feel like dainty and pretty again. And I felt like my legs were so muscular, and I felt like it was just too much. But let me follow you. I'm sorry. TB Hunter. But I did like it, like hiking, if that's what you're asking. That's what you asked. TB Hunter 03 and followed. Thank you, David, who says, well, Blaire, although we don't know each other, I'm pretty sure you're really cool. Sadly, I can't come to a meet and greet, but plane tickets are expensive. I agree, but just keep in mind that I do them all the time everywhere, so it might be in your area. And you have to buy a plane ticket. Thank you, a delightful goof who says, I know how it feels with family. Parents are LGBT. I'm LGBT. Never heard of anyone outside us, but I find it hilarious. Follow and shout out a delightful goof. Shout out to you, a delightful goof on Instagram. Let me follow you. And followed. And you're not following me. Y'all are really trying it. Putting your handles and saying follow me, but you don't even follow me. Follow me on Instagram, everyone. MS Blaire White. Ms. Blaire White. Thank you, Chrissy, who says, love you, Blaire. I think your gay uncle is jealous of you. Hope you can come to Texas anytime soon. I hope so too. And I don't know, maybe. I mean, last time I checked, he literally worked at Walmart, which no shade if you work at Walmart, but the fact that he acts like better than everyone else doesn't really make sense. I don't know. Fuck him. Thank you, Zach, who says, what are your thoughts on the drug problem in America? That is one of those problems I have no solution to. I couldn't even begin. Like, a lot of people say legalize drugs and that would help. And I think that, sure, that probably works in tiny ass countries that are more like homogenized and like just smaller countries. But in the US, I feel like the only people who think that if you legalize all drugs, it will make things better are people who have never been to LA. If you walk around Hollywood and you walk around LA, you see how many people are on drugs, shooting up on the street. I have walked past women on the street shooting up in the corner. Like, I don't think giving them more access. I know that's like the libertarian point of view, and I could very well be wrong, but I don't really think giving them more access would make it better. What do you think? He disagrees with me. He's playing video games. He disagrees with me. If I'm wrong, I'm totally willing to be wrong, but I can't see how it would help in this country. The amount of people that are on drugs. I don't know. Thank you, Demi Lovato is my queen. Shout out to Demi Lovato. Is she sober yet? Is she okay? That was like, didn't she almost die from like crazy drugs? Lord. Thanks, Kim S, who says, hey, Blaire, if you remember me, I super chatted last stream. My Insta is Kimbo Girl, and you already follow. But if you could private message me on there, what film equipment you use. Love you, Blaire. Love you too. I will keep this open so that I remember to do that. But you know, I know you want me to privately tell you, but I will tell you my camera, I actually use my phone to film all my YouTube videos, which is maybe shocking because my videos are high quality, but I use my Google Pixel 2, this phone right here, because it's a 4K camera. So I don't really need a camera. It's 4K. And then as far as my ring light, I use, it's called a Diva ring. It's on Amazon. I think it's like $200. And then my mic, I use a standard Yeti mic. So just my mic, my ring light, and my phone, and I'm good. And it actually works out really well having videos filmed on my phone because I can just get them from the, it's not called the cloud with these phones. It's
Google Photos.
The Google Photos, whatever. Download it straight to my computer, start editing. It's great. So yeah, sometimes you don't need $1,000 cameras. I just use my phone and it's 4K because it's 2019 and cell phones have amazing cameras now. Thank you, Madeline, who says her Instagram is medgirl320. Let's see if she's following me, y'all. Half of y'all are not following me, want me to follow you. You're not following me, medgirl320. I followed you, and I'm gonna need you to go follow me back. Thank you, Mr. Blue Ledge, who says you should really do bangs, Blaire. Also, I heard you were following people. My Insta is Crescent Rose RWBY. You heard right. I'm following people. Crescent. Should I cut my bangs on camera? Would that be crazy? Should I cut my bangs on live right now? Let me know if I should do it. Should I do it?
That's so crazy. I love it.
But should I do it?
Gotta be really careful.
Careful of what? Cutting my hair?
Yeah.
I would need a mirror. I think I might do it. Should I do it?
It's hilarious.
Let me think about it. I might cut my hair live. If that's what you guys want. Thank you, Matthew Paul, who says, if you got bangs, you'd look like Barbie had a baby with Carly Rae Jepsen. It's pretty good. Is Carly Rae Jepsen hot?
Ish.
Well, she's not a tranny, so you wouldn't think she's hot. Why would I ask Joey if Carly Rae Jepsen, a genetic woman, is hot? He has no opinion. I mean,
She's hot. Yeah.
you're stupid. What? You're like, yeah, let me just say it. Thank you, Joanna, who said, be careful about getting bangs. They look good long, and usually people with big foreheads look best with them. Just best to go to a hairstylist. Yeah, I don't really have a big forehead. I mean, it's not small. I think it's average. Let's see. Let's see, girl. I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision. Do you see it? Lord, because I'm just getting annoyed with my bangs as they are now. But here's the thing is I actually trust myself more than a hairstylist. Like I know the thing is like go to a hairstylist, do professionally, but like I've been cutting my hair myself since I was 13. I don't trust anyone to cut my hair. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Madeline, with no message. Thank you, David Speth, with no message. Thank you, Carly Powell, who says, hey, Blaire, love your videos. My Instagram is Tamarin Vu. Love you. Thank you for liking my videos. And followed. Thank you, I'm Unique, who says, love you, Blaire. My Insta is very _unique _individual. Living. Landon Romano posted a new video. Do you guys know who Landon Romano is on Instagram? He posts like really funny videos. He's like this like skinny white gay guy, and he posts like comedy videos. He like blew up recently. He has like over 1 million followers, but I feel like his videos are getting so like less funny now because I used to pee myself laughing at his videos, and now they're just like not funny. It makes me sad. Thank you, Clay Exterior, with no message. Thank you, Jonah Might Die, who says, love you, baby. Find me on Insta. Love you too, Jonah Might Die. Let's see. Downtown _squaw. And followed. Thank you, Luna, who says, hi, Queen. I just wanted to say that I love your videos and you helped me a lot with my political views. Love from Peru. Shout out to Peru and shout out to you, Luna. Love you. Thank you, Thomas Hunter, who's following up on his hiking question. Just a reminder, you guys, I would feel bad if you sent multiple super chats for the same question. I will get to everyone. It just takes time to get to everyone, but I promise you, if you sent a super chat, you will get responded to. So thank you for both of them, Thomas, but yeah. Thank you, Daisha, who says, here's my Insta, Steam Rosendark. Have a lovely day. You have a lovely day too. I used to know this girl named Daisha and she was a hoe, but I'm sure you're not a hoe. Steam Rosendark. No, she was a hoe. Story time about Daisha from my childhood. So in case you guys don't know, I am Cupid. I actually have set up so many people who have gotten into long-term relationships, had kids. Like I said, come to my meetup, you'll get married. Like I'm Cupid. And I set my friend up, this one girl, Amanda, with this guy, and they eventually got married and had kids. They divorced now, but whatever. But this girl, Daisha, was such a hoe because she was our like third friend and she tried to sleep with him. Shame on you, Daisha, wherever you are. She was fun though. She was a fun hoe. Thank you, Louis Eli, who says, love you. Here's my Insta. Love you too, Luis, or Louis, I'm sorry. People are messaging me right now. I'm getting like so many messages being like, don't get bangs. Trust me, don't get bangs. I'm like, oh yeah. Do I get bangs or not? Thank you, Grant Young, who says, can you do a meet and greet in Huntsville, Alabama? Here's the thing. I only do meet and greets if I'm in the city for business and can schedule it into while I'm there. I come to any city if I'm booked, so you can try to book me. Thank you, Darth Gavel, who says, everyone be sure to lick that like button. Yes, everyone get very close to your screens and lick the like button. Or if it's your phone, lick the like button and you're good. Thank you, Ashley here, who says, hi, Blaire, I've been watching forever, but this is my first super chat. You're one of my favorite creators. Love you forever, girl. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you, Ashley. Love you too. Thank you, Matthew Paul, who says, apparently my Instagram handle is too inappropriate for a super chat. It's all one word. It's a Varnovich. Here's why I think, I already follow you, by the way. Here's why I think bangs wouldn't be that bad, because say I cut them to here. My actual bangs right now are not that much longer than they would be up here. So it wouldn't take that long for them to grow back out. And maybe I would look busted, crusted, and disgusted for a week or two, but they would grow out. We'll see. Thank you, Sandana. Thank you, Benjamin B, who says, hello from Austin, Texas, Blaire. As someone who found you by clicking on random videos, what are some of your favorite YouTube channels that make content completely different from your own? Good question. So first of all, I don't watch a lot of YouTube, surprisingly. I obviously create on YouTube and I love YouTube and my YouTube subscribers, but I don't watch a lot of YouTube. Let me follow you first of all. Bruni Ben. There you are. Followed. I love Trisha Paytas. I love Shane Dawson. I love Siobhan Head, who makes sort of similar. So maybe she doesn't count. But love Jacqueline Glenn. Calvin Guerra. Sort of similar. Sorry. I gotta think of different people. That's like it then. I don't watch YouTube like that. I like Quadir Howard, Tamaya. That's like it. Yeah. Thank you. Tanya Medina, who says, I'm a first-time commenter. Shout out to you, Tanya. Thank you, Thad R, who has a very drama-causing super chat, so I will not say it. Thank you, Fox Makiba, who says, hi, Blaire, trans is beautiful. Here's my Instagram. Thank you. Let's see, Fox _ Makiba. And followed. Thank you, JC Lee, who says, you are always my #1 inspiration for transitioning. Love you so much, girl. Thank you for everything and helping me find myself. That's so sweet. Instagram is JC Lately. That's really cute. Thank you for letting me know that I affected you in that way. That's fucking awesome. I just like opened my Instagram on accident and I saw that picture, those pictures of us at Pump last year.
Oh yeah.
I like miss eating out at like nice places. We always order food. We don't like go out.
Oh.
Not tonight. Cause look at my old pictures, you guys. This is my first Instagram picture. Let me make sure it's showing up. Can you even see it? Look at my first Instagram picture. I look so little. Look.
Oh wow, yeah.
Such a little baby face. Oh my God. And then my next picture was a picture of my ass in American flag shorts. Still a whore. This is my old ex trans best friend. We're not friends anymore because she was a super toxic person who used to tell me that I would never look good and I was ugly, and she treated me badly. Oh my God, look how different I look here. Look at my nose and my old brow bone. And I probably face-tuned that to not be as severe. In fact, I know I did. I photoshopped myself to not look as manly in that. And that's how bad my profile used to be before I had FFS. Me and my old friend Jacob. Ooh, this baby tiger I took care of one time. That probably sounds insane, but it's true. What else is on here that's old? Me and Isabella. Anyone who follows me very closely knows is one of my best friends from my childhood. Still really good friends to this day. And here's me looking like shoe on head. Anyways. Thank you, Nico Collins, who says, "Hi, Blaire. I'm an independent pop musician, so you're more than welcome to play my music in streams. Been following you for a while, and I wanted to say I appreciate your perspective and intellect." Awesome. I'll put on music. I'm going to go to your channel right now. If you copyright strike me, Nico, I'm going to beat your ass. Okay, let me go to one of your songs. Let's go to your most viewed song. That's probably the best song. Probably very superficial of me, but whatever. Here's your song. Here's a song by Nico Collins from the chat. His name, that's his name. The song name is Alone. Me. Kidding. Let's see. There's an ad. I maybe shouldn't stream. It might affect my video quality. Let me know if it goes really out, okay? Joey? Okay, we're gonna play it. This is cute. It's pop music. Thank you, Jackie Peterson, who says, "Please follow me on Twitter, and I'm dying to know what happened with Dave Rubin, with Rave Dubin." Oh my God. I will follow you on Twitter right now. Arcade Vlog. Oh, I recognize you. Followed. Thank you, Madeline, with the message. Thank you, Katrina Walsh, who says my Instagram is Katrina Walsh. Love you so much. Love you too, Katrina. Oops, my typo. And follow. Is the music too loud? Anyone? Can you tell me? Thank you, Lou14UK, who says, "I'd love for you to financially dominate me, Queen Blaire." Can someone explain that fetish to me? Because I get those messages all the time. And sometimes I literally give my PayPal and they send me money, and it's just what happens. Can someone explain the fetish of like getting used and abused for your money? Because that seems like the worst life ever. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're gross. Would you do that?
No.
Ew, you just like so seriously answered no. This is cute music, by the way, Nico Collins. If there's any other artists who want me to play your music, hit me up. Let's see. Thank you, Triggered AF, who says, "I love that you make me question my views. I don't agree with everything, but I know your views are honest, which I respect. Here's my Instagram." Thank you. I actually did follow you earlier. That's what it's all about. Just questioning what you already believe. Thank you, Andrea D, who says, "Hey, Blaire, longtime fan. If you still do Twitter, my handle is LaughinAndrea12. I do still do Twitter. I kind of don't do as much as like Instagram per se. So Instagram is the best way to keep up with me, just so everyone knows. But I still do Twitter. This is a really cute song, Nico. I can see why it has like a lot of views. That's awesome. Thank you, Mr. Pizza 57, who says, "What's the tea with you and Eden? Don't know if you've commented on it before." That's how I know I'm like backlogged on super chats. Yeah. Already answered. Not friends anymore, but it's fine. Thank you, Jade Gang, who sent another one who says, "Thank you. You've helped so many people in my life understand when I come out to them." Thank you, Jade. That means everything, and I'm so glad I could help you. Thank you, Horse Listener 13, who says, "Love and appreciate you from Texas. Also, you're beautiful already, but bangs would look cute. Thank you for all you do." Thank you. I'm gonna do bangs. Thank you, Oliver JKM, who says, are you going to collab with Calvin? Yes, I'm going to collab with Calvin. It's just a matter of when. I feel like the music's probably too loud. Is anyone saying that? Let me follow you right now. Open their minds. And follow. Thank you. It's a Trab who says, love from the Netherlands. Here's my Insta. I followed you last time, actually, so I remember you. Thank you, David, who says, also Blaire. He said another one before. I feel with you about losing a parent. Lost my mom when I was 19, and although it may be unfitting, if you would follow, it would be cool. For sure, I'll follow you. And I'm so sorry. I lost my dad at 19, so I relate, you know. Let's see, IB Gaming is your handle. And follow. Thank you, Louis Eli. I followed you earlier, but he says, love you so much. I make edits. Make me an edit. I love looking at the edits. Thank you, the Tuxedo Mask, who says, I sent you an email from my business account a few weeks ago. Read and let me know what you think. Love you. Love you. I will definitely go back and check for that. Let's see. Coach Rob. Okay. I'm going to put this over here so I remember. There we go. Thank you, Shamil Sheriff. Thank you, Larzen, who says, hey, Blaire, I've been a follower for years now. We played League a long time ago together, and I met an amazing friend through you. Thanks. See what I mean? I am Cupid for friends and for lovers. Love you. Maybe I should play League again. Should I? Let me know if you guys would play with me, because that's the only reason why I played was to play with you guys. Thank you, Haley Renee, who says, I love you and relate to you so much. Your last video since I just started my transition. My Twitter is Haley Renee if you want to follow. I do want to follow, and I hope your situation gets better. I know mine isn't getting better in terms of my family, but it's getting better in terms of my mentality about it, which is onward and upward, girl. Oh, your Twitter. Sorry, I was putting it in Instagram. Is anyone else drunk today? I feel like the chat might be drunk because it's like St. Patrick's Day. I said St. Patrick's Day. Memorial Day. I hate me. Who's calling me? Spam. Okay, let me refresh. Thank you, Kazaz Loomer. I know I mispronounced that, but shout out to you. Thank you, Rocky Desert Flower, who says, my own mom said she'd be happy to be your grandma. That's adorable. Thank you, Thomas, who says, I would love for you to dominate me, King Joey.
I have a problem with that one.
Huh?
I have a problem with that one.
You have a problem with it? Why?
I'm the only King Joey you can dominate.
No, he's saying he wants you to dominate him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ew, you're disgusting. Joey has problems.
Oh, my mom's texting the music too loud.
Really? Okay, music's going off then. Sorry, Nico. Loved your music, but...
Sorry, I had headphones on. I couldn't.
Was anyone else putting it in the chat? I feel bad now. It was on for a long time. Okay, anyways. Thank you, Anthony, who says, what are your thoughts on the beauty community? I don't know. It just seems like it keeps getting crueler every day, and everyone I know watches it. Yeah, the beauty community is toxic as hell. Like, say what you want about the political genre or whatever. The beauty community is sick. And that's why, you know, I have known a few people since I moved to LA who are beauty YouTubers or beauty influencers or whatever. And like, a lot of them are monsters. So I don't like the beauty community very much. And I feel like it's not really about beauty anymore. Like, I used to watch, you know, makeup tutorials, which is what it should be about, and like makeup videos. And now I feel like it's all drama all of the time. And I don't know. Thank you. You don't know Beans, who says, hi, Blaire. My daughter just came out to me, male to female. Oh, wow. Good luck to you and to your daughter. Wow. That's crazy. Thank you, Jessica Grady, who says, so cool to see people who inspire me are inspired by you. Small world. What do you mean? Who said that? It is a small world, though. Thank you, Nikki, with no message. Thank you, CRZ Blaze Girl, who says, hi, Blaire. Love your videos. My Insta is, oh, it's a long Insta handle. I'm going to type it, though. You better be following me. If I type all this and you're not following me, I'm going to fight. Blaire Sin hates. You're following me, and I'm following you now. Love ya. Thank you, Joanna, who says, don't hate me, LOL. I normally am not that opinionated on hair, but I am literally worried about bangs looking cringeworthy bad, and I'm probably overreacting. Trust me, I'm scared too, but I'm so tired of my hair lately that like I just want to change, and I feel like bangs would be good. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
Like, if you get bangs, can you do like your regular hairstyle, or is it gonna mess up your regular like?
You mean like part it that way?
Yeah.
Not really. I would be, I mean, once it got long enough, I'd be able to, but I have to commit to having bangs.
Ooh, it would like have to be like that.
It would have to be like that, but I really feel like I look fine.
You would.
Although I will say, sometimes when people have bangs like that, it makes it look like they're wearing a wig. And I'm already a tranny, so I don't want to feed into that stereotype of wearing wigs.
And you're already wearing a wig.
I'm not wearing a wig, Joey.
Oh, there's Angela.
Oh, Angela's actually, Angela, get on camera. Meow. Did you guys hear him? He like said something back. No. No. Don't attack him. She cannot handle it. Don't let her up here. Stay back. She's gonna try to bite him. Anyways, let's see. Thank you, Viacom, who says, do you know who Jonathan Hills is? He's a comedy channel on YouTube that mocks liberal talking heads, and I don't know who he is. Never seen him. Sounds cool. Thank you, Anthony, who says, James Charles turned me straight. Oh. Interesting. Thank you, Legend Killer, who says, Blaire, I was heartbroken watching your last video, but nobody carries the burden of pain better and perseveres, something I'm trying to master myself. Well, thank you. I'm definitely on the persevere track right now, so I appreciate that. Love you. Thank you, Ice Queen, who says, I love you so much. My Instagram is just plain Ariana. Let me follow you. Love you too. Just plain Ariana. Boom, follow. Thank you, Ethan Vega, who says, hi, Blaire, I love you. I'm too scared to come out, but your videos inspire me, and maybe one day I will. Thank you. My Instagram is this. I hope you do too, because I will say this, living a life where you are not honest or able to be honest about who you are is a life of unhappiness. Truly, I really feel that way. So I hope that you are on that path too, and maybe you're young, maybe that's why. But I hope that, or I thank you for saying my videos inspire you, that you can get there one day, and I believe that you can. So let's find your Instagram so I can follow you. Beauty of, oh gosh, and followed. Thank you, Luke Walker. Thank you, Jemmy Quee77, who says, love you so much. Thank you for all you do. My Instagram is this. Love you too. Let me follow you. Jemmy Q77. See. And I'm already following you, actually. Thank you, Ice Cream One, who says my Instagram is original boyo. See, original boyo. You guys know where I miss? I kind of want to visit San Francisco. I've been having like a weird craving to go to San Francisco lately. San Francisco is kind of a mess, but I just have so many good childhood memories in San Francisco. Like, I think we should go to Alcatraz, Joey. That'd be fun because you haven't been there. And I only went there, I think, on a field trip when I was really young. And we could go on the Golden Gate Bridge. And there's really good shopping in San Francisco. And there's like the Fisherman's Wharf. I like miss San Francisco. But anyways, sorry, getting sidetracked. Thank you, Erica, who says, hey, Blaire, you are my inspiration and my transition goals. I would have never had the strength to transition without you. My Instagram is Astrid Loveless. That means the world to me that you would say that. What else am I here for if not that? So shout out to you, Erica, and I wish you all the best. And I'm about to follow you right now. Astrid. What is going on? I feel like I'm getting so many messages on Instagram. Like, is something happening to my on Instagram? What's happening? No, I think people are just knowing that I'm like technically on my phone right now, so they're like using it as their chance to message me. Let's see. Thank you, Purple Diamond, who says, hey, Blaire, I'm going through something similar with my mother recently because she is very emotionally abusive. Love you. I am so sorry. Like I said earlier, I couldn't imagine if it was my mom who was that person for me. I'm so sorry, and I hope things get better for you, truly. Purple Diamond is your handle. And followed. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Thank you, Princess Maria, who says, hi, Blaire. I have a new Twitter account, and I had an awful dad who beat me, so I get having bad family. Fuck. See, it puts it into perspective. No one's ever put hands on me. And I'm just so sorry to hear that. That's disgusting. No one deserves that. Ugh. All the best to you. Fuck. That's sad. Thank you, Danny D, who says, pretty sure you have a bigger PP than Joey. Rest in peace. Are you going to say anything? You're not going to defend anything? You're not going to say anything? Okay, moving on to the next. Thank you. Thank you, Pink Floyd, who says, hey, Blaire, just wanted to say how much I love your videos. Speaking of personal problems, I am trying to go sober from alcohol, so wish me luck. Good luck. I know that is not any easy task. Good luck with that. I suggest getting an app that counts your days sober. I've had friends who've gone sober who said that helps them, sorry. And obviously meetings and stuff like that. Man, I can't find you, Cowboy Robot. There you are, followed. Thank you, Teven Sai, who says, when will you come to Chicago? Hopefully soon. I've always had a soft spot for Chicago. I like Chicago. It was one of the first major cities I ever traveled to. And I like it. What is the name, you guys, of the hotel in Chicago that's supposedly haunted? I know that Al Capone, I guess, like threw people out of the building, out of the like top floor or whatever. I stayed in a haunted hotel in Chicago one time, and it was actually really scary. I don't believe in ghosts, spirits, magic, witchcraft, or black magic, and so I don't really think anything happened that I can remember, but it was still spooky. I know it's right there in the touristy area. Oh, sirens. Thank you, Graciela A, who says, hey, Blaire, I don't have much to say except I love your videos. Love from Belgium. Love you. Shout out to Belgium. Thank you, Daniel, who says, glad you bounced back. Who are your top 3 crushes? I am sitting next to my fiance. I don't know if I can talk about my top 3 crushes. But then again, you have told me on numerous occasions, you've like seen actresses and you said you have a crush on them, and you've like told me like actresses that you think are hot. Funny story, by the way, that we told this to Jacqueline the other night. The first day of me and Joey being in a relationship, the first day, it was VidCon 2017. We become a couple the night before at dinner. We go to VidCon, and I'm like, oh, my friend Jacqueline. I hadn't met Jacqueline in real life yet, but I was like, oh, my friend Jacqueline is, I guess, going to be at VidCon. It'd be cool to hang out with her. 10 minutes later, Jacqueline goes walking by, doesn't see us, but just walks through. And Joey says, whoa, she's fucking hot. It was my first day being in a relationship with him, and I was like, thanks. And then I was like feeling,
Babe.
and then I was feeling away about like hanging out with you and Jacqueline at the same time. When I first met Jacqueline, I was like, that's kind of awkward. So that happened.
That's not a good story.
I had to really domesticate Joey. Can we just talk? I had to really domesticate you. There were just a lot of things that you did that I had to tame a little bit.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't let me wear orange hats anymore. Dye my beard. Maybe get a
If Joey
job.
had his way, he would have a pink beard and an orange bucket hat on, and he would be wearing palm tree sunglasses every day of the year.
Yep.
Which sounds great, but it's not so great.
Now I have to have a 401k.
Now he has to have a 401k and a real job and nice clothes that I fucking buy him. Poor him. Poor him. I'm so sorry we had to go spend hundreds of dollars on your wardrobe on Friday. That must suck for you. Joey has come out on top though. Joey is.
That's a first.
I had to change. You're so annoying. We had to work on a few things, but I had to work on things too. I wasn't perfect. I was close to it, but I wasn't perfect.
You've always been perfect.
I know. Anyways, thank you, Niali, who says keep rocking it. Thank you. Thank you, Bunny Sunny Mew. I recognize your name. Who says, please come to Phoenix. Also, you should collab with Hunter. I'd love to go to Phoenix. Haven't been there.
My mom just texted me. She goes, her forehead is beautiful and she paid enough for it. No bangs.
Oh my God. Joey's mom just texted him and said that my forehead is beautiful and I paid enough for it. That's hilarious. She said, no bangs. Thank you, Thomas, who says, can Joey dance like Ricardo? Who's Ricardo?
Who's Ricardo?
To answer that, we have to know who Ricardo is.
But no, I could dance like him for sure.
I've never really seen you dance. I've never seen you dance.
It's beautiful.
Whenever we go to clubs and we dance, you just kind of hang out.
No, I dance more than you do.
You do like a little like.
I got a thing I do. That's how guys dance.
Oh, okay. Anyways. Thank you, Super Sableye, who says, as a fellow T girl, you mean a lot to me. You are super smart and gorgeous. Thank you. And I'll follow you right now. That's so sweet. Uncanny _Deadpool. Speaking of Deadpool, the Celine Dion song for the soundtrack of Deadpool 2 is so beautiful, and I've been listening to it randomly. Like, it's an old movie now at this point. I've been listening to it randomly, but it's so good. Thanks, Great Kate, who says, hey, Blaire, just wanted to say you give me courage and your videos have made me feel a little better about being trans. I can't wait to make my YouTube debut and share my writing with the world. That's amazing. That'll be awesome. Good luck for you when you start YouTube. And I'm so glad. Love you. Thank you, Joanna, who says, be careful with bangs. Usually people with bigger foreheads look better with them because bangs look best when they're long. Just make sure you get an opinion from a highly rated stylist first. I just kind of want to wing it. Being real, I just kind of want to wing it. Thank you, Armand, who says, hi from England, Blaire. Love you. Can Joey say hi?
Hey, what's up?
Joey says hi.
Sorry, I have headphones on.
Thank you, Mikey, who says, I rewatch your videos all the time. Here is my Instagram. Well, thank you. Let me follow your Instagram. Oh, it's Mickey. Sorry. And followed. All right, it's 4:49. We have about an hour left, an hour and 10 minutes of live stream. Stick with me. Stick with me, guys. It was my goal to go until 6, and it's almost 5. Maybe I'll go even further than 6. Maybe I'll just go all night. Thank you, Elena Cadence, who says, love you, Blaire. Love you too, Elena. and she gave me her Twitter. So let me follow you on Twitter. You know what I should do, Joey? I should have you follow all the, you should open the super chat window on your thing and you can do all the following for me. He just rolled his eyes, but he just rolled his eyes and shook his head no, but he's so fake. He wanted you guys to think he was down. So he said, okay. He did this. Okay. Fine. I'll just do it. I'll just do it. Let's see.
That was really fake.
That was
I'm so sorry.
Fake as hell.
I'm just in the middle of this game right now. It's so fun.
Then play your game. No worries, Joey. Thank you, Grayson Smith, who says, gotta go, job interview. Wish a fellow tranny luck. Good luck, Grayson. Thank you, Brett Hollyhead, who says, love you, Blaire. Always been a big fan. My Instagram is brett.holly12. If you don't mind seeing videos of me pole dancing. I won't mind. You guys know I've never been to a strip club, by the way. Joey always wants me to go to one, but I'm like, what's the appeal? I'm not really into women like that. Like, I think women are hot, but not hot enough to go watch them, like, show their coochies and stuff. Like, I just, not really my thing. Maybe if we went to, like, a really cool strip club, Joey.
They're all cool.
They're not all cool. Like, the trashy ones on Sunset are not cool. The ones with the faded girls, girls, girls sign and the super trashy bitches walking in and out all day in 2 p.m.
The sign literally says thousands of pretty girls and 3 ugly ones.
Really? That's funny. Maybe if I went to like a really, maybe like a themed one, like magic. That sounds cool, like a magic themed strip club.
That is cool.
Thanks, Tech17, who says, are you and Eden still friends? No. Thank you, Stupid Punk, who says, you're an inspiration. Thank you for being so amazing. Thank you, Stupid Punk, who says to follow them on Instagram. I'll follow you right now. What happens is people come in like an hour into the stream and then they think their question hasn't been answered, which I totally get, but it's like, why is there like an extra amount of people asking about it? Like, did something happen? Was something said? I don't know. Thank you, Thomas, who says, we want Joey. You can't have him. Thank you, In Hot Water, who says, it would be great to see you on In Hot Water with Aaron Gerg and Gino Bisconte on Compound Media. I'm down. Email me. Thank you, David G, who says, love you, mommy. Love you too. And again, y'all really got to retire this mom thing that you call me if you don't get me presents on Mother's Day. I went all Mother's Day without a single present. Joey got me Mother's Day present, though. He got you flowers. Because I'm like Bella's mom, you know? Thank you, JC Lee, who says, oh, also, I'm about to get FFS and I'm terrified. Do you have any tips? Love you so much, girl. I hope I'll be as snatched as you when I'm done. Oh, tips for getting FFS. Okay. Make sure you're on the right dosages of all your pain meds. I was taking mine the wrong way. I was taking all my pain meds at once at like a certain time in the day. Space it out. Take all your meds exactly how you're supposed to. Pay attention when your doctor says that you have to do stuff aftercare for scarring because the scar will stay, girl. So you guys know I got cut. I had my hairline redone, right? So the scar is like still there, but it's underneath my hair now because my hair grew over it. But unfortunately with my breasts, I have scarring underneath my breasts, which is really sad. It's an insecurity of mine and I want to maybe get like a tattoo over it or something. But just pay attention to scarring and aftercare because you will regret it if you have scars because you didn't take care of it. So, and also make sure there's someone with you to take care of you the entire time you're healing. Thank you, Sarah Galvin, who says, keep up the amazing work, Blaire. Thank you, Sarah. Let me refresh. What? Internal server area. Oh, okay, there we go. We're good. It works. I was error for a second. Thank you, Jackie, who says, wish you a long and happy marriage. Love you, and I love that ring. Thank you. We're not married yet. We're engaged. We're gonna get married soon. We haven't, if I'm being honest, we have not planned our wedding, like at all. We have like a general idea of what we want to do. and tell me what you guys think of this idea. We thought that it might be cool to rent out a mansion in Beverly Hills rather than a venue. And that might sound super bougie and crazy, but I actually think it would be cheaper than a venue, because venues for weddings are just so crazy. So I feel like if we rent out like a really big, nice house in Beverly Hills with like a nice outside area for the service or whatever, reception, whatever it's called, that way we have bedrooms in the house so family can stay overnight, like Joey's parents, my mom. We have rooms in the house for hair and makeup. We don't have to do it off-site. It makes sense to me for us to just rent out a really big, dope house rather than pay for a venue, which is probably going to be more expensive. So I don't know. Thank you, Anthony Scioli, who says, here's my Instagram. Let me see. Abhorrent. Oh, abhorrent mailman. Sorry. Followed. You're not following me. Follow me. Y'all are so crazy telling me to follow you. You don't follow me. Thank you, Alea, who says, I'd love to do art for you. DM me. Love artists. Drazini. Is your Instagram. And followed. Thank you, Monica Granda, who says my super chat wasn't noticed. I guarantee you I would have gotten to it, but I'm saying this one, so let me see. But I'll follow you right now. And followed. Ooh, fitness girl. Living. See, I like following fitness people, so that's great. Thank you, Whomst Thoughton, who said, love you and your content. And you give me your Insta, which I'll follow you right now. Big underscore bigs. And follow. Thank you, moderator Marcy, who says, Blaire, I hate to break it to you, but Joey is a thought. Joey is a thought.
True.
Thank you, Alex in Wonderland, who says, dropping by to show support. Haven't come out to my family. Will soon be starting my transition. How did that first conversation go? I got kind of lucky in the sense that I told my mom first over the phone because I was living in Michigan at the time. And then she just like told my entire family, so I didn't have to tell anyone. And then anyone who didn't know, I mean, I am so public on the internet and stuff that they definitely know now. Like, I didn't really come out to everyone, just my mom. And then she was a loud mouth about it and told everyone. Yeah, but the first conversation was good. It was good, luckily. Thank you, Boognesh, who says, love you and most everything you do. That's very real. I don't even love everything I do, so shout out to that. Thank you, Eduardo, with the message. Thank you, TK, who says, your courage and compassion are inspirational. Newly living in Northern Virginia and looking forward to the meetup this year. Yes, we're still going to do our yearly Virginia meetup around Christmas. So shout out to that. And thank you so much, TK. Thank you, Camilla, who says, love you and your channel. My Instagram is Champagne Camilla. Thank you. Love you. And followed. Thank you, Dakota Smith, who says, hey, Blaire, was just wondering, what are your plans for Patreon? I have pretty much exclusively switched over to YouTube memberships, but I still hit up people from my Patreon because they're still there and the account is still active. So definitely email me and we'll set up a Skype together. Thank you, Elijah, who says, my Instagram is this. You really helped me. Thank you. Thank you, Elijah. Follow you, E.Wilson. Done. What do you want to do tonight, Joey? Like after I'm off here?
I want to go to a nice dinner.
I'm not in the mood to go to a dinner. Like no shade, but I'm not. I mean, I want to, but I don't. Thank you, Christopher Walker with no message. Thank you, George Asija with no message. Thank you, Nikki Kappen, who says, just wanted to say thanks for being such a positive influence, but don't get bangs. Also, you should do more makeup tutorials. I am going to do more makeup videos on my side channel, and thank you for being real about bangs. Shiba Mom Nikki. Is my internet down? Like, what's going on? I'm typing stuff and it's not coming up. Oh, there you go. Now it's loading. Followed. But you're not following me. Follow me back. Thank you, Faye Riley, who says, also, I'm a musician and gave me their SoundCloud. I don't have a SoundCloud to follow you, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Thank you, George Carrillo, who says, hello, just moved out with my boyfriend of 4 years. Do you have any advice for us on our new chapter? Also, yes, play League of Legends again. Advice for just moving in with your boyfriend. What would you say is the advice we could give? Because we've lived together.
Respect each other's space and privacy all the time.
We don't respect each other's space and privacy. We have no space and privacy.
Well, at least try to.
But we don't. At all. That's good advice, but Joey and I do not respect each other's space and privacy. We have no privacy or space.
You and I are like engaged, like, and we're getting married. Like, until they know, I say, like, just be really.
I would say that no matter how long you've been with someone, you really get to know them when you move in with them, period. So just be aware that you're going to be encountering new situations and new emotions that you may not have felt when you lived apart. For me, there was a period, Joey, if you remember, in like fall and winter 2017 when we were really starting, we were living together, but we were still learning about each other. And like, there were just some things that went wrong because we didn't know each other perfectly or each other's boundaries or what we didn't like or did like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there
growing pains, yeah.
There were growing pains. So there might just be a brief period where you guys are maybe fighting or arguing or whatever, but just know that if you're both willing to dedicate yourselves to making it work, it can work. Yeah. Thank you, Sargon of Assyria, who says, love your content. Blaire, my Instagram is Sargon5. Love you too. Sargon5. Followed. Thank you, Faye Riley, who says, thank you for posting your video about your family. It really means a lot to see I'm not alone. Yeah, that was the biggest thing. A lot of people related to that. So I'm glad you got something out of it. Thank you, Check Your Logic, who says, follow Maddie Carpenter on Instagram. I think I already do. That's so familiar, but I'll look. I already do. Thank you, John, who says, love your content, Blaire. Love you too, John. Thank you, Thomas Lund, who says, love you, Blaire. Just a bit of fun. How's Joey doing? How are you doing, Joey?
I'm doing great.
Are you having a good day?
Yeah.
Did you have a good weekend?
Yes.
Are you having a nice life?
I am. Thank you so much.
What was your favorite day this weekend?
The beach.
Going to the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. I felt like we had like a classy weekend. Like we didn't do anything ratchet. We weren't drunk. We just like had dinner at a friend's house, went to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
It was.
I want to go back to the beach. I have this thing where I really like going to the beach when it's overcast, you guys, and like maybe even drizzling a little bit. Like I love it. I think it's so beautiful, the sea when it's overcast. I like it more than going when it's sunny, which maybe is weird, but does anyone relate? Like Joey did not believe me at first. Like Joey was like, why are we, it's like looking like it's going to rain. Why would we go to the ocean? I'm like, cause it's so pretty and it's so nice. Like to be like bundled up in a coat and being near the water and like, it was just more fun. I liked it. But now he gets it because you saw how fun it was.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashley here, who says you should stream League. I would so watch. I have wanted to stream games recently. I'm thinking about streaming Pokemon Let's Go and just playing through the whole game on a live stream. If you guys would be interested, I don't know how many of my supporters really like Let's Plays and like games and stuff like that, but I think it'd be fun. Maybe I should stop the normal live stream at 6 and then play Let's Go on live stream all night long. That kind of sounds fun.
Yeah.
Like literally until like 1 in the morning, I should just be playing Let's Go and you can watch me. I don't know. Getting ahead of myself. Maybe next weekend, which by the way, just to get everyone on board, I am doing live streams every weekend now. The only reason I'm doing it today on a Monday is because it's a holiday, but normally it'd be Sunday. me refresh. Thank you, Cutie Kangaroo, who says, "Hey Blaire, my friend Felicia loves you and thinks you're sexy. Please follow her on Instagram." Okay, let me follow Felicia. Thank you, Felicia. Underscores. Oh. Followed her. Thank you, Sarah Galvin, who says, "Here's my Instagram." Just Sarah Pop. Followed. Oh, Faye Riley says, "No, you want they want me to play the music over the thing." Let's do it. Okay. Let me find that SoundCloud link. I wanna be bad. And I'll try not to have it too loud this time. I know some people thought the music was too loud. Let's play some music. Okay, that's too loud, sorry. Okay. Let's see. Let me scroll back up. Thanks, Sargon of Assyria, who says, "I forgot to ask earlier, but are you and Candace Owens good now?" Why would anyone think we're good? No. Thank you, Anne Marie Johnson, who says, "I love you so much. Thank you for inspiring me." Thank you, Anne. Let me follow you right now. Cosmo Pause. I feel like there's this expectation for like everyone online who like politically agrees on some things have to be friends, and it's really weird. And it's led me to some friendships that were really superficial and dumb just because I felt like we make similar kinds of videos and we should be friends. No. If you're a disrespectful bad person, you're just a disrespectful bad person. It doesn't matter if we do believe some certain things. Like, why is my phone being weird? Cosmo Pause. Followed. Thanks, Jackie Meja, who says, "Hey again, can we expect a wedding video? Hashtag Joey is a thought." There will be a wedding video when there's a wedding, for sure. For sure. Thank you, Kamiko, who says, "Forget the bangs. Natalie Dormer style side shave." No, I'm not doing a side shave. Hell no. I actually had that when I was younger, though, by the way. I had this side of my head shaved. Not for me anymore. Thank you, Anne Marie Johnson, who says, "Thank you so much for inspiring me." Wait, did I follow you already? I did, but love you. Thank you, Meepo, who says, "Hi, Blaire. My name is Erin. I just got back from Vegas. I went to the Walkaway event in LA for the first time and enjoyed the event. I took a picture with you." That's awesome. I'm so glad you came. So glad you had fun. Let me follow you and look at our picture. Erin Ingo 2424. My phone is loading so slow. Like, is our internet slow as hell right now or what? It like won't load. I'm gonna let that sit and load. Thank you, Nicole Van Dyke, who says, "I just bought a Rolex, but my Antifa girlfriend doesn't like it because it's capitalist. She also hates you. Should I dump her?" Yes. I doubt it's a real story, but yes, you should dump her. Y'all know that's not a real story. There, finally it loaded. Okay, I followed you. Thank you, moderator Marcy, who says, "Love the idea of you playing Pokemon live, and don't be that person to pick Bulbasaur as a starter. I was shamed on the playground." I usually pick Charmander or Squirtle. But in Let's Go Pikachu, Pikachu's your starter. Thank you, Rosie Fenn, who says, "Just supporting a queen." Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, Faye Riley, who says, "Please just do games." I would love to do games. Thank you, Christine Brown, with no message. See. Let me refresh this. I hate how low the quality got. Here's the thing about this, you guys. This webcam is it 1080p or 4K?
4K.
It's a 4K webcam, but YouTube makes live streams look like shit, so it doesn't even matter or help. Like, I hate it. I made you deaf? What happened? Thanks, Atlas Story, who says, hey, Blaire, maybe you could try clip-on bangs in the interim. Not sure if you follow me. What's the interim?
Like in between hairstyle.
Oh. Liberated by Design. I'll follow you. Maybe. I've thought of, yeah, I probably should get clip-ons before I actually cut it. I follow you already. You know what I mean? I probably should do that. Thank you, Christine Brown, who says, hey, Blaire, you are so gorgeous and I love your content. Have you ever thought about doing a video with Hunter Avalon? And could you give me a follow on Instagram? Love you. I will follow you. Should I do one, you guys? Should we collab? Christmas _ SPAC. Okay, I found you. And you're not following me. Follow me back. Someone said the mic boosted like crazy for a minute. Oh, that sucks. Thank you, Blaire Wozniak. Same name, same spelling. That's rare. She says, tomorrow is my 8 weeks on HRT. Here's my Insta. That's awesome. I feel like 8 weeks is when you start to like actually notice a few things. So that's awesome. Blaire Wozniak. Shout out to my fellow Blaire. Blaire, follow me. Thanks, Christopher Walker, who says, I want to see you debate Owen Jones. If you ever go to the UK, make that happen. Who's Owen Jones? I don't know a lot of UK people. I will be super honest. Thank you, Pay the Ghost, who says, sup, girl, sup. Someone saying, get an iPhone. I don't want an iPhone. This films 4K video, which is all I need in life. And that's it. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. You guys want me to follow, but you're not following me. I'm like, man, that makes me sad. I feel like there's a very heated like divide between iPhones and Androids, and they all hate each other. Tips for trans dating. Are you trans or are you trying to date a trans person? Because both of them matter. Either way, I would say stay the fuck out of like trans dating spaces. Like, don't do trans dating apps. Don't go to trans clubs. Don't go to any of that, which maybe sounds counterproductive, but they're all so seedy. Like, you gotta just find someone organically, honestly. I couldn't imagine ever finding love on a trans app or in a trans club. Like, I could never see myself. That's just me though. Thanks, Blaire Wozniak, who says, I feel bad for not following you on Insta. So here, all is forgiven. Thank you, Kaylee Rollison with no message. Thank you, Faye Riley, who says, also I sent my Insta. Let's see, Faye Riley music. How did you date before you dated me as far as trans, Joey? Thank you, Caitlin, who says, when are you coming to Canada? When I get booked, y'all gotta book me. What, they want trans dating advice, and I am not part of that world. I mean, I am, but I'm not. Just live in LA?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're everywhere.
Trannies are everywhere in LA. It's so funny. I posted on my Instagram story, I was like, nail ladies, dogs, and babies will always clock you. They know you're a tranny. You cannot fool nail ladies, them little Asian girls who do your nails. They know what you are. You cannot fool dogs. They feel it. And babies, they know. So for me, it was funny because I was in the nail salon and like, I'm having a good day, whatever. And the lady doing my nails is like, you're one of the good ones. This is like short, like, I don't know what she was. She's Asian. I don't know the country. But I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, you're one of the good ones. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, They come in, they steal. And she's pointing to this area because there's all these trannies always outside of my nail salon because it's in a shopping center. And in the shopping center, there's always a bunch of really ratchet trannies hanging out near the fountain. And I guess they go in there all the time and get their nails done. They don't pay. She's like, you one of the good ones. I was like, I just got clocked by my nail lady, but it was a compliment, so I'm fine with it. It was like really funny. She's used to the trannies coming in and like jacking their shit. I was like, girl, she just clocked me. But she also said I was an upstanding citizen, so I was okay with it. But that's what I mean. Them dogs, the nail ladies and the babies, they know what the hell you are. If you think you are fooling them, you got the game fucked up. My hands are not particularly big for a trans girl. They're really not. Like I have normal sized hands, like whatever. But when I have my hand and it's laying on top of the little Asian lady's hand and she's doing my nails, they know. Period. They know. And I'm okay with that. I don't care. Because they do bomb nails. Someone's going to say that's racist. I mean specifically the ladies I go to do bomb nails. I don't think being Asian makes it so that you automatically know how to do good nails. Because I have had my nails done by Asian people who the nails were not good. Anyways, thank you, John, who says, are you going to be getting Pokemon Sword and Shield? Been a fan for ages and more gaming content would be awesome. Also, my Instagram is this if you want to follow. I will follow you. I don't have any plans on getting the new Pokemon games. I am not a huge fan of the new generations. I know I'm that annoying Pokemon fan who thinks all the new Pokemon are ugly, but they really are to me. I don't like them. I don't like the legendaries. I don't like them. I also don't like how the games are now so cinematic. I feel like half the time you're playing the new games and it's like you're watching a movie on your handheld and it's not really like a game. So I like the remakes of the older gens. So Let's Go Pikachu was amazing. I loved Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Omega Ruby, and something Sapphire. One of those, like those are great. But let me follow you. JK and Nalak.
New one's gonna be good.
And follow you. It might be good, but I am not personally invested in getting it. If you buy it, I will play it, but I'm not going to get it myself.
I'm going to buy it for sure.
Okay. Thank you, Lemon Lime, who says, how does being off of E feel? Off of estrogen? It doesn't feel great. I'm on estrogen right now, but it doesn't feel great when you're off of it. I get really, really, really crazy. You tell him, Joey. How do I get when I'm off estrogen?
Depressed, angry, and like.
Be a little louder.
You get depressed, you get angry.
Depressed, angry.
And
I have horrible mood swings.
yeah, it's really just the worst.
I'll be in bed. Horrible. That's why people say like that estrogen itself makes you more emotional, but I'm like, no, when I'm off estrogen, I get very emotional. Thank you, Christian. It says, hello from Wales. Thank you for being a trailblazer for LGBT people that aren't far left. Any plans on coming to the UK? If I'm booked, yes. But actually, I have been planning in my head. I haven't told you about it, but I would love for us to go to London.
Cool.
That'd be really cool. Maybe in the fall. Christian. And if I do, I would definitely have a meetup there. Like, I can't find your Instagram, Christian still. Christian, there you are. So if and when I go to London this year, there will be a meetup. I couldn't not do one. Let's see. Spider? Spider? Someone said there's a spider. Is there a spider? Hella people said there's a spider. You guys are so mean. Did you just trick me into thinking there was a damn spider behind me? Get out of here with that shit. Wait, is that a spider or is that a smudge on my screen? There's no spider. Rude. What kind of mole people? Stop! You guys really have me thinking there's a fucking spider. Are you crazy? I don't fuck with spiders, so please do not make me think there's a spider. Someone said I faked being vegan. Do you fake being vegan when you have a vegan tattoo? Yeah, I totally faked being vegan for YouTube by getting a tattoo 4 years earlier than I made the video, just to say that I'm not a vegan for controversy. That's totally rational, and you're totally level-headed for believing that. Let me see something really quick. I wanna be bad. Thank you, Macy, who says you're the best YouTuber ever. I've watched every video from you, and you're welcome to check out my music on YouTube if you'd like under my name. Cute. I will subscribe to you right now. Subscribed. I'm your 3rd subscriber. Thank you, Dan Floyd, who says hi, Blaire, just saying hello, and thank you. Hello, and you're welcome. Being vegan isn't a fad, and I still eat very vegan. Like, I'm just not hardcore strict vegan anymore. Like, it just wasn't right for my body. But I had the tattoo, y'all. And I just want to get it removed so I can get something else there. Thanks, Gabe, who says, how do you feel about Miss London and Ella Grant? No problems. I know that I was messaging with Ella Grant recently. Update on sperm. Someone said true veganism is nothing like what the unhealthy mainstream vegans talk about. What do you mean? Update on fertility. I guess where Joey and I are at with fertility is just saving up the funds to actually have a child. Not in the sense of like the responsibility and the day-to-day, like, oh, diapers and food and living and cars and all that. It's like surrogates are expensive as shit, like $100,000 or something like that. Adoption is crazy expensive. We're not gonna adopt, but I'm just trying to say that like our options for it are very expensive. So that takes a lot of funding. Thank you, Shanine, who says, hello from New Zealand. Love you. My Insta is this. And I will be making a more in-depth video about my fertility soon. Maybe not soon, but like in the future. Let me follow you. SBON SELAAR. I can't find you. Unless you're this person with literally no posts, but I doubt it. I followed anyways, I don't care. Anyways. Thanks, Pandalef, who says, who are you rooting for 2020 elections? So far, Trump, unless I have a better option, which I don't think is happening so far. We'll see. It's very early. Very early. Let me follow you. MSBB. Would I poo on a famous person's head for views? Duh. Let's get Shane in a video and I'll literally shit on his head for views. That'd be views. Do you like vodka soda? I don't. No, I don't. I don't like vodka soda. Thank you, Gabe, who says, follow my cosplay account, hostess Violet. Living, I will right now. You don't follow me. Y'all are so crazy. Thank you, Thomas, who says, love you, Blaire and Joey. Love you. Aww. I feel like I look like shit today. Like I'm kind of hating everything going on right now. Like my hair looks like trash. My eyes are puffy. Never get under eye filler. Just gonna say that. Do we have kid names picked out now? Thank you, Jewel. No message. We don't have names picked out. We talked about it a little bit before, but nothing picked out. Thanks, Thomas, who says, get yourself a vodka tonic. I don't have vodka. What happened with the BBL? Oh, that was a fad. I'm not going to get a BBL. Like, I'm not. Thank you, Andrea, who says, Blaire, you're head to toe fabulous. Random question. Do you believe in ghosts, or do you and Joey have any ghost stories? My Instagram is potato_glam. Do you believe in ghosts, Joey?
Not particularly, no.
Didn't you say you had an experience, though?
Yeah.
I have personally had an experience, but it was more of a demonic experience, which sounds so fucking crazy, but I've said it before, but a few years ago when I was living in Chico, I went to this super abandoned, old, decrepit house in a town called Orland. I went with my two friends, and it was supposedly haunted. Like for like 100 years, everyone said it's haunted, whatever, and no one lives there, and no one lives around it. It's the middle of nowhere. And we went, and like it was actually scary. And I'm the most rational person, I like to think, but it was scary. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Thanks, Potato Activist, who says, name your kid after me, please. No. And when I say demonic experience, I mean, there was just like, I know it was coincidences. Like my rational mind knows it, but it was just like a lot of coincidences that happened. It was like, there was this one moment when we were upstairs in this old haunted house with no electricity at like midnight. And my friend was like, yeah, people who come here say that they have experiences of seeing a huge black dog, or they like something to do with dogs. And it's in the middle of nowhere, so there wouldn't be dogs. And as soon as he said that, there was like howling outside, like a dog. And that freaked me the fuck out. And then there was like weird shit going on with the radio when we got in the car because we ran, and like, it was just a lot. It was just a lot. But it's not real. I'm sure it's not real. Have I seen the Lethal Weapon movies? I don't think so. Have we?
You haven't.
I haven't.
They're awesome. You would hate it.
I would hate it.
Yeah, you didn't like Mission Impossible.
I didn't like Mission Impossible. I hate the Mission Impossible movies. I'm really not a fan of action just for action's sake. Like I like a story.
You like John Wick?
I didn't love John Wick. I mean, I like that it's self-aware and that it has moments where it's like, yeah, this is literally just a like 2.5 hour long fight scene, and I get that. So that I actually appreciated. But movies like Mission Impossible that pose as like a deeper story, but they're like not, I don't like that. That bothers me. I did appreciate John Wick in the sense that like if someone killed Bella, I would kill them for sure. But other than that, I just wasn't into it. Let's see. Thank you, Joel, who says always keep your heads up. Haters are gonna potato and potatoes are gonna potate. That's funny. Love you. Love you too, Jewel. Thank you, Mira King. You said Red Panda Cupcakes. And I will follow you. Thank you, Potato Activist, who says name your kid after me, please. I already answered that one. No. By the way, thank you again to the guy earlier who did $200 Uber child. That was crazy. And love you forever. Thank you, Ali, with no message. Thank you, Dan Floyd, who says I'm cycling from LA to New York soon. Whoa, that's quite a fucking trip. Dan Floyd 91 is your Follow. Good luck with that. That's crazy. Who's Jerry? Ew. I feel like no matter how long ago it is, like I respect vegans and I respect people who make that choice for themselves. And, you know, I was obviously vegan for a long time, so obviously I respect it. But like, there are some really just crazy vegans, and you have to admit that. Those of you, the rational vegans out there, you have to admit there are some insane vegans. Like to this day, I will get just the craziest messages from like crazy vegans. Like, you're not doing your cause any good, girl. There is crazy everyone. There are crazy people in every group. But I feel like there's a higher concentration of vegans that are fucking insane. And I'm not trying to be mean by saying that. Like, I really am not, because I respect veganism. I really do. I just, as someone who's made a video about not being vegan anymore, like, you should just see the like messages I get all the time. Have I watched The Mentalist? Didn't you watch that? It sounds so familiar.
It's a TV show.
Oh. Okay, I never do this because I like love everyone, but like Jerry, like I'm literally blocking you from the chat and everyone's saying that they want you gone. So actually, we'll put you in a timeout. You're in a timeout now for 300 seconds. Learn from this, Tyra Banks. Learn from this. Have I watched Pose, the trans show? I tried, you guys, to watch Pose, and I wasn't into it. I wanted to support, but I didn't like the story. It's just not something I can relate to. I mean, I can with the trans part, but like the rest of it, no. Thank you, Allie, who says, what tattoo would you get in place of the vegan one? I don't know. Let me ask you guys, what should I get here? Once this is light enough to cover it, what should I put here? I like love tattoos, but I feel like I'm not a tattoo person, if that makes sense. Like, I think tattoos like don't look right on me. Doesn't this look weird on me, just having a tattoo here? Like, I feel like I'm just not a tattoo person. And I also have another one, which I think I've showed you guys. This one. Look how skinny my leg looks. Ew. I have this. That's an X tattoo. So my only tattoos that I have are examples of bad judgment: an ex-boyfriend tattoo and a vegan tattoo, both temporary phases of life for me, which is tragic. Did you watch Unbreakable or any of the sequels? I did. Not the biggest fan of those either. I feel like every movie you guys are asking if I watched, I like don't like. My favorite movie, by the way, just for future reference, is Fantastic Planet. That's my favorite movie ever. Get a MAGA tattoo? Girl, bye. I think political tattoos are so fucking stupid. It's like, you realize that, like, even if your candidate isn't there for 8 years, you have, like, 80 years on this planet. Like, political tattoos do not age well. Thank you, Forever in Green. It says, love you forever. Love you too. Thank you, Forget Milk Not, or Forget Me. Yeah, Forget Me Not, who says, I love you, Blaire. I'm watching the beginning of the live stream so I can listen to everything. Please follow my Instagram. I will follow your Instagram. And you'll see that I'm following you in 3 hours because that's how long ago you're rewinding. Let's see. Unforgotten Indigo. Followed. Thank you, Thomas Lund, who says, so many people to make a world. What do you mean? Someone says they live in Corning. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I hated living in Corning. Whenever I visit Corning, because my mom lives in Corning, it's like depressing. Yeah. So glad I got out of there. Someone said, were you at DragCon? I was not at DragCon. I'm a little annoyed with DragCon because they reached out for me to do something with them. They wanted me to do like a panel or a signing. I had the option to pick if I wanted to do panel or signing or both. And then after I said that I would do a panel, they like ghosted me and never messaged me back. So like they probably, I don't know. I guess they changed their mind on me, girl. Favorite book? Invisible Monsters by Chuck Palahniuk. I love that fucking book. It's like about a crazy tranny murderer. It's like awesome. Thanks, Gabe, who says, I know a few years ago you did a live stream with ContraPoints. How do you feel about her transition? I think it's awesome. I think that a lot of people are in that space of like calling themselves genderqueer, calling themselves something else before they realize they're actually just trans. That was kind of the case for me. I never called myself that, but I don't know. I always dressed a certain way before I actually came out as trans, so I can relate to it a bit. Thank you, Andrew, who says, I'm a flight attendant. I wish I could have you on our next flight. I do not wish I was on your next flight. I do not like flying. So sorry to say that, but I'm just not about flying. Let's see. I followed you, Andrew, but you don't follow me. Follow me. So this is the longest time I've ever watched a live stream. I know. We're going on 3 hours, y'all. 3 hours. In what world? I'm gonna get a blood clot. I'm like not moving my legs. Someone said, oh, the mic. Oh my God, the mic popped again. Oh my God. And it was like at a point where I was yelling too. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be really quiet. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it did that. I'm not even using a mic. I'm using my laptop. It shouldn't be like that. Okay, it's better. Let's do ASMR, maybe. I think I want to do a reading hate comments in ASMR video. I think that'd be fun. Hey, Andrew, who says, ouch, sorry, I followed you. My bad. No worries. I think I want to read hate comments. How long is my real hair? My real hair, let me try to find my real hair. Is this my real hair? It is. No, it's not. Shit. My real hair is like right here. So it's still long, it's just not as long. Do I play Fortnite? No. No, I have class. No. Just kidding. What happened to my Bellamy video? I privated it just because there was a lot of editing issues with that video and it just was a bad representation to me because like the first 5 seconds were frozen. And I uploaded at a weird time in my life, so it's a little embarrassed by the editing. Why did you delete your weight loss video? I didn't. What I've learned is a lot of people ask like, why did you delete this video? Because they think my videos are all on my main channel. I have a side channel. So if you watch my weight loss video, that's actually on my side channel. So it's on Blaire Black. How do they keep that hair on your head? It clips in. Here, I'll show you. Let me pull it out, bitch. Has little clips, and you just. Thank you, Vanessa, who says, Blaire, come to the West Hollywood Transgender Illuminati meetup you got invited to on Facebook. It's all girls from I Wish I'm Pretty. Yeah, I'm in like a trans Facebook group. I don't know how I got there. There's an Illuminati transgender meetup in West Hollywood.
That's awesome.
I might go.
You should go.
Unless y'all are trying to jump me. Because I know how the community is, how the community is. So if y'all are setting me up to jump me, just know I will bring weapons. Thank you, Jeremiah. Oops. Thank you, Jeremiah, who said you do indeed have more class than Fortnite. Wait, no, that was Allie. And Jeremiah said, thank you for everything, girl. Hope you're happy. Love you. I just don't know if I trust a group of trans girls being like, come hang out with us. Joey would go. Joey wants to go. So I'll have Joey RSVP on Facebook to the transgender meetup. I know that's right up his butthole. I mean, alley.
I'll let you know how it is.
Someone said, would I ever get silicone injections? No, because I actually give a fuck about my life. So I would not do anything that crazy. Thanks, Vanessa, who says, no, girl, that group is all edgy, problematic trannies. That kind of sounds like me, though. Yeah. Maybe I should go. Thanks, John Smith, who says, do you still have your balls? Yeah. No other way to answer that. Are you a Britney Spears stan? I am. I love Britney Spears with all my heart. Someone said I'm missing a super chat. Let me check. Let me open my super chat page. No, I'm not. I got all of them. Okay, John Smith. Got the answer he wanted, girl. Thanks, Vanessa, who said exactly that's why you should come. When is it? And what is it? Why isn't it Illuminati? I have so many questions. Illuminati, Facebook, transgender meetup, like what? Someone asked, how do you tell if you're trans? Like, how do you know if you yourself are trans? I always say, you have to imagine yourself as a 60 or 70-year-old. Do you picture yourself being a man or a woman? And are you okay with that? For me, when I was questioning, should I transition or should I not? I was like, let me picture myself at 40. And I like freaked out thinking of myself aging as a man or living as a man at 40. So that's how I knew. Period. What plastic surgeries have you gotten and what is your favorite one? I've had a nose job, my hairline lowered, forehead shaving, breast implants. And those are my only surgeries. How much was all the surgery? All of my plastic surgeries, and I'm not including things like filler in that. All my plastic surgeries added up to 16 grand, which is actually on the cheap end as far as transgender surgeries. But I went to a great surgeon, Dr. Peter Raphael in San Antonio, Texas. And he doesn't believe in charging trans people a shitload of money because usually trans people don't have a shitload of money. So he's like, I'm not going to charge you 50 grand for 3 procedures. Like, let's do 16 grand. I'm like, okay. So it didn't take long to save up for it all. Thank you, Vanessa, who said June 8th. It's just a party. It's a joke, sis. Oh. Where's it at? Is it like at a house or like a public place? Because I'll go to a public place. I don't know about a house. I'd be like nervous. What do you think about trans women that have full-fledged mustaches? I'm gonna need them to try a little harder. Thank you, Logan, who says, just wanted to say thank you for existing. Thank you for being you and standing up for what you believe in, personally and politically. Stay strong. Love you, Logan. That's so sweet. Thanks, John Smith. Have you ever trapped a guy before? No. I've never been with anyone who didn't know I was trans. It's always something you have to be very honest about, and I always have been. And my first boy, I've only been in 3 relationships. I've never been a hookup person. My first boyfriend, I was with him before I transitioned, and I told him I was trans while in the relationship. My second relationship, we met online, and I was like on a message board, and it said that I was trans in my profile, so he knew. And then Joey is only with me because I'm trans.
What? You trapped me.
Liar. I need to stop roasting you. I've been so mean to you today.
I love it.
Your voice naturally that high? Yes, I've never done anything to my voice. Was your first boyfriend gay? He was bisexual. I've never even in my life had gay men be attracted to me even before I transitioned. It was always bisexual men or like straight but curious men. Like it's never been a thing where I was like with gay men, even when I identified as a boy. Yeah. Vanessa said apartment complex, party lounge, and pool. Check out the event page. Girl, it sounds a little sketchy, but I'll check it out. Tranny party at the apartment pool, girl. Like, we'll see. I'll check it out. Did I go to DragCon? No. Have you watched this season of Drag Race? Yeah, me and Joey have watched it. Joey and I have watched it over the whole season. Not a fan. I don't think anyone there is particularly crazy talented. Don't really like the season. I almost went to the taping of the finale where they picked the winner. JC was going to take me, but we ended up not going. So that would have been cool if I went, but didn't happen. Thanks, Andrew, who says, or come to my jacuzzi birthday party June 8th. I'll fly you out. I don't fly like that. I'm scared of planes. Thanks, Elsie, who said you're beautiful inside and out. Thank you. Someone says, what does friendship mean to Blaire White? Friendship is loyalty. Friendship is trying to make your friend a better version of themselves. Friendship is just being there through the highs and the lows, not being a fair weather friend, fair weather friend, and just being real. It's not super complicated. Sorry, Andrew says his heart's broken. I'm sorry. I just don't want to die. Thank you, Israel, with no message. Do you think Joey is hot or not? Clearly I do. Have you seen Jacqueline recently? Yes, Jacqueline and David, her boyfriend, made Joey and I dinner on Saturday night. And that was really, really nice. It's been a while since I've seen her. She's so busy and she's so in love. And yeah, so it's been a minute, but it was so nice. Would I ever collaborate with Nikita Dragon? I don't think she'd collaborate with me. I don't know what we would talk about. We have like almost nothing in common. Yeah. Favorite Nintendo character? I don't know.
Pikachu.
Allie says, why are you afraid of planes? I just am a control freak. And the idea of my life being in the control of one pilot in the front of the plane, like, I know it was a co-pilot, but I can't do it. I hate it. No matter how statistically safe flying is, I never feel safe when I'm flying. What's the tea on you and Nikita? Girl, there is no tea. I have never met Nikita. There is no tea. I've heard a lot of bad things. But I also heard a lot of bad things from someone else who's like, I consider to be a bad person. So I don't know. I have no opinion on her. Thanks, Garcia, who says, Blaire, have you seen the new Snapchat filter? It seems that some people are pretty salty about it. Yeah, I saw some trans people being mad about the like gender swap filter. And I thought that was a weird thing to be upset about. I feel like there's so much more real shit to be upset about than a Snapchat filter.
Why would they be mad about it?
Because their idea was like, oh, must be nice to be able to just use a filter and make a joke out of being trans, whatever. It's like, girl, it's not that deep. It's a fucking filter. I will say, I'm trying to use it right now. It doesn't work on me. I'm using the filter and I see people getting like beards and stuff, and like it just makes my face wide. It doesn't like actually give me a beard. So I wish I had a beard in the filter. I swear to God, you guys like make up that there's tea between me and certain people, and you just ask it enough times that it makes it seem like to other people there's tea, but there's not. There's no tea with me and Nikita. I don't know her, never met her. Joey's met her, said she's nice.
Yeah.
There's no tea. Thank you, CJ, who says, I know you don't love this season, but if you had to choose a winner for Drag Race, who would it be? Also follow you on Twitter. Joey, who do you think should win Drag Race this season? He's more of a fan and he's worked on the show. I'm not a huge fan, but what do you think, Joey?
I like Evie Oddly.
Evie Oddly?
Yeah. But I don't love any of the queens.
I don't love any of them, but I think if you're going on track record and who's done the best in competition, it's probably the tall white one. Who's that one?
Brooklyn Heights.
Probably that one. Someone said Joey has met all the trans girls, but he didn't meet her like that. He met her at a premiere for a show that he worked on, and she was like friends with someone who was in the show. It wasn't like that. They didn't like hang out. They just met each other. Thank you, Massey, who says, do you think hormones are enough to transition to at least look feminized? I feel like I must pass as a woman. It depends on you. Like some girls only need hormones, some need surgery. It's just about being realistic about what you need. Everyone needs something different. Thanks, Kara, who says, love you, Blaire. Will you follow me? I will follow you. Kara_Brooke12. What trannies haven't you met, Joey? You're like, let me break up my list of ones I still need to meet.
I haven't met Caitlyn Jenner.
Joey hasn't met Caitlyn. I met Caitlyn. I have met none of the trannies, but I have met Caitlyn, which is that's like the hardest one to meet.
You were the hardest one to meet.
I was the hardest one to meet?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because you were just, at the time, like, you were just like this internet person. You barely, like, had any info out about you. Never went outside.
Yeah, I was super private back then.
Yeah.
Back when you met me, I put like nothing of my real life on the internet, really. I just was strictly political, just me ranting at a camera.
I couldn't even believe we met up the first time. It was so crazy.
When I met Joey, we met in an arcade the first time when I went to LA. I walked in, I'm walking up, and Joey is shaking. He was stuttering, he was shaking, which you don't get like that with anyone. You're the most like confident, secure person, and you're really good in social settings. But I remember
famous people all the time. But
yeah, you've met so many famous people.
But it's something about you. I was like, holy shit.
You were shook.
Yeah, I couldn't even do it.
You are shook. Someone said, say the N-word. Girl. Someone said I'm
Say the N word.
yeah. Spill the tea on Caitlin. I have nothing negative to say about Caitlin. Very nice person, very supportive person. Does more for charity than anyone I've ever met in my life, but gets no credit for it. Nothing bad to say. Can cis girls take estrogen? Well, I know birth control has doses of estrogen in it. So yeah. And then if you have a deficiency, yeah. Do I speak any other languages? I don't. But that honestly, you guys, about Caitlin, that goes back into what have said before, is that public people who have good reputations, I have met that are like, they have reputations of being very, very nice, oftentimes are the worst human beings in real life. And then people who have horrible reputations in the public, on YouTube or in the media, whatever, celebrity, YouTube or whatever, they're usually the nicest and the best people in real life. That's what I have learned. So I went into dinner with Caitlin thinking all these things people have said horrible about her. And it was like the exact opposite. So I don't trust people just saying things about celebrities anymore. I really don't. Until you meet someone, you have no idea what they're like. You know nothing. Christine Brown, are you and Joey planning on having kids? We are. Spill the tea on Tipton tea. Girl, y'all are fucking crazy. Thoughts on Calvin? I love Calvin. I support Calvin. I am so happy and proud of his YouTube success. I met Calvin at my Virginia fan meetup in 2017. So to see him, you know, really blow up at that has been really, really cool. So shout out to Calvin. We should do a video with you and Calvin. Yeah, I agree. Who's taller, you or Calvin? Me. Spill the tea on your lap. Tell us a fight story. Oh my God, okay. I used to fight all the time when I was a kid. Oh, here's a story. In 8th grade, I was really heavily bullied in middle school and in junior high. And I was sitting behind this kid named Luke Robertson. Hey, Luke. I was sitting behind him, and this kid, Austin, was sitting next to him. Austin Grove or something like that, was telling him, call Blaire a faggot. Obviously, my name was not Blaire back then, but saying, call Blaire a faggot, call Blaire a faggot, like over and over again. And then Luke kept calling me a faggot because Austin was telling him to. That after the 5th or 6th one, I was like, Luke, if you call me that one more time, I'm going to hurt you. Of course, he did say it one more time. So I got my big ass textbook. It was like algebra or something. And I picked it up and I fucking whacked him in the head with it. His head went like so hard. And then I punched him in the face. He never hit me back. That was the first time I ever fought back against bullies. And the bullying got better after that, honestly. So I don't support any of you guys fighting, but I will say it got better for me personally. And then his mom made him drive. His mom drove him to my house after school to apologize to me for making me punch him. Because she knew that her son was bullying me. So that was pretty cool. He got fucked up. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he had brain damage, girl. I really hit him with that book, and then I really hit him in the face with my fist. Everyone's saying Luke is canceled. John Smith says, damn, can you beat me up? John, why are you so horny? All these damn super chats, you are really trying to make a move right now. How did you get into politics? I simply was going through college and feeling like no one really shared my point of view. And instead of trying to get people to share my point of view in my college, I made a video, and it was the best decision I ever made. What are your views on cancel culture? It's toxic. What was your major in college? I had a few different majors. My first one was cosmetology. I went to beauty school and I dropped out after a week. That happened. I realized it wasn't for me. It just was not for me. And then I went to psychology. And then I went to computer science. And then I went to political science. And that was where I was most comfortable. Go figure. But then YouTube took off. And so I thought I would take a break from school to focus on what I could make happen from YouTube, which was a very good decision. And I'm so happy of all the things that have happened from me starting YouTube, and so many doors have opened, and I'm living this life that I'm so happy living because of it. So yeah. I'm literally a beauty school dropout. John Smith says, I want you, baby. Girl, I mean, you can keep sending the perverted messages if you do it in a super chat. That's fine. Feel great. Have you been drinking enough water, Blaire? I think so. Thanks, Super Mokes, who says, what are your thoughts on Dave Rubin, and did you ever talk to Anna Kasparian? I did have a conversation with Anna through DMs, and it was a nice conversation. Thanks, Steph, who says, hi, Blaire. Here's my Instagram. Thanks, Steph. Stephanie Cravina. Yeah, Anna Kasparian and I disagree on just about everything, but it was a nice conversation regardless. Thanks, John Smith, who says, I can be your sugar daddy. Well, you're only sending $2 super chats. And if you really want to be a sugar daddy, I feel like you should probably be able to send more than $2. Just saying. Thanks, John. It says, how big is your third leg? I feel like once I hit the 3-hour mark, which I have now hit, the messages get really perverted. The weirdos are coming out. Thanks, Gabe, who says, ContraPoint still talks bad about you, just saying. I'm sure she does. She also doesn't want to debate. I feel like if you want to talk bad about a political commentator, you should be able to debate them too. And she doesn't want to debate again. I don't know. Thanks, Symphony, who says, did you get far with computer science? Do you do any programming or anything now? I did not. Computer science was not my thing. I was young and impressionable. And oh my God, the mic popped again. I'm sorry. Everyone freaks out too. Like the whole chat just freaks the fuck out. I'm sorry. Just seeing this huge inundation of just like, what the fuck? What happened?
Yeah.
Thanks, Dio, who says, can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? I feel it. Thank you, Jennifer, who says, what do you think about what's going on with Desmond Naples? I'm sorry, but to me, that's straight up child abuse. What do you think? Yeah, I made a video actually about that back in December. You can watch it if you want, but I agree. It's really disturbing what's going on. What was most disturbing to me was the picture of him with who's that drag queen that was naked in the picture with him? Violet Chachki. Ay. I don't like it either. Thank you, Noah Torres, who says, I have a song coming out on Friday called I Can't Die. I'd love if you listen to it. Oh my God. Yes. Will you email it to me? I'd love to listen to it. And maybe in the next live stream, I can play it for everyone. Thanks, Gabe. Did you watch the Tiffany Tumbles video? No, I heard about it though. Thank you, Fag Taggy, you are it, with the message. Is your voice the result of your injections? No, estrogen does not affect your voice. I've just always had a high-pitched voice, even when I was younger. It never really dropped, so luckily voice has never been something I've been super concerned with. Thanks, Vanessa, who says, I just want to drunkenly rant about trenders with Blaire. Let's do it. John Smith says, this is my mom's money, to be honest. Then how are you going to be my sugar daddy if you're sending me $2 of your mom's money every time? What is going on, John Smith? Someone said, I heard estrogen is safe to take as pills. It's safe, but injections, I believe, are safer because you don't want to be taking pills forever. That's hard on your liver. Thank you, Wally World X, who says, could you explain your fear of flying? If a new, safer method were developed, would you feel differently about flying? My fear of flying just comes from being out of control. It comes from knowing that, like, if this pilot just wants to take this plane down, he fucking can. Like, if this is just a bad day for the pilot, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, fuck the world and doesn't care about anyone in the passengers, that could happen. I just feel like there's also a lot of news lately about plane crashes. You know, I've seen just so many plane crashes in the fucking news, and it just. I also had a really bad. Actually, was never really super scared of flying until my experience flying back from Milwaukee, which I've talked about, and the plane. I know turbulence is safe, but it was a level of turbulence in which I don't even know if it was turbulence. It was like getting jerked 10 feet the left, the right, as fast as you could imagine, as hard as you could imagine, the plane dropping, me crying and holding Jacqueline's hand and Joey's hand. Like, the plane was just, everyone on the plane was screaming. So that was really traumatic for me. I feel like if everyone on the plane is screaming, something's not right. Like, it was just really bad. So that was my, that's what happened. Thanks, Ali Bally. Thank you, Gabe, who says, girl, I love you. Thanks so much for reading my chats. How is your mom? My mom's good. Thanks, John Smith, who says, how much of my mom's money do you want? Send $100 right now, John Smith. Otherwise, you're done. You're canceled. John Smith, girl. There is absolutely more auto accidents, and it is statistically true that car rides are much more dangerous than flying. But it's a fear, and I know it's not entirely rational, but it's my life. What is your skincare routine? I use Glam Glow moisturizer and makeup wipes, and that's it. Oh, I also use apricot scrub to exfoliate. Sorry, John Smith. Do you guys like my nails right now? Do I use Halo Beauty? Fuck no. I know it's not entirely rational, you guys. Okay, guys, as I was gonna do 3 hours, I've officially done 3 hours and 10 minutes. I think my work here is done. I think I'm gonna go before I get a fucking blood clot from not moving my legs for 3 hours. I love you guys. There will be a new video on my channel this week. Yeah, I love you. Because that's all there is to really say. Thank you for everyone who hung out for 3 hours, and I will see you in the next video on my channel and live streams every weekend now. Bye, guys.